play Vikings.
Vikings caught MG42s menacingly.
But the first job is the review of last session.
I skipped last week, so I wouldn't be able to.
No one was here last week.
Shut up. Let me have this.
I think he should be the one to summarize now.
Just for that.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even hear what you just said. You were that quiet.
Well, someone's got to do it.
Okay, fine. So
Well, I did
we
it
ended
last
up
time.
we ended up not killing Ebergiesel, which was a net positive, really. Pardon?
Nothing, sorry.
Okay. And then he offered to get us a new prisoner, which he still hasn't done. But we went and
No, he
killed
didn't.
another bandit camp. No, he didn't.
Oh,
We got
bandit
ourselves
camp
more
count.
prisoners.
Okay, I see.
Exactly. No. Huh?
Yeah, he can't use us to pay us back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, get him, bot. No.
No.
Yeah, so ambushed some raiders, bandits, and then executed them as is the local law, and executed some of them more thoroughly. At which point we then marched back and went after another camp, I believe. Man, my memory isn't serving well.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, hang on, I just can't remember.
All right, so after doing the sacrifices and locating Stanhilde's son,
Yep.
we moved on. We sent.
Sinhilda was very thankful for it.
Yes, they shared a hug when nobody was looking.
Yeah, I mean, she can't ruin her image with the...
Yeah, right, of course. Sin too, like, come on.
Yeah.
Neither one of them can be seen to have emotions.
Yeah, exactly. No, moving on, I think the Thragner and I think Stenhilde. No, Thragner, Ebergiesel, and Stenhilde then went out scouting. Ebergiesel got stuck in quicksand, was rescued, which he wrote into like a. Well, he's planning to get into like a poem or some shit. I think Ebergiesel then stayed behind as Stenhilde and Thragner went continuous out scouting. I'm not sure, but either way, they found the last bandit base camp.
No, we set everybody out in a straight line and had them walk. No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
groups of two. Yeah, it was all the boys went out and did it, and then we actually failed and got told by a local farmer who was like, "He's right over there, my lord."
That's it. But yeah, we found the base camp.
You walk right past him.
Which is the bandits, the looters, on a small, wouldn't call it an island, but a small strip of land between two streams, and they have archers, and that's the dilemma we're at right now.
Yes,
I think that's
very good. Yeah, so at this point, you guys are pretty much in your, like, you've got your camp set up. You're in the swamp, a short distance away from the bandit camp, and you don't know, like, you have no indication that they've detected you or not. So far, it seems they haven't detected you. And yeah, that's what you know. Like, you haven't had eyes on the bandit camp yourself yet. You just know what the locals have told you and where you can find it. And it is the afternoon. Yeah, it's a little afternoon.
Okay. So we don't have like exact details of the camp. We just have like a rough idea.
Yes. You know what you've been told by the locals. They are camped out on a strip of land between two shallow streams. Shallow and narrow streams. Like, they're not... It's a swamp, right? So, you know, the kind of thing that you can easily run across. Like, maybe knee-deep streams. And they have archers. And you know where to go to find them.
Did they give us any numbers of the amount of bandits? I don't think they did they?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think we even asked.
We're operating usually with bands of 20 to 30, because there comes a point where logistically you can't maintain more men without having, you know, counts of supply and stuff like that.
Cool.
Bandit logistics is already dependent on something they
One
can't
guy.
control.
Meanwhile, we've got a competent caravaneer.
Yes, we have our quartermaster. How can we teach him administration, Fleming?
He's a random dude.
You can try.
That's what I read in the mass combat book. Our quartermaster needs administration.
You
I got Joffrey to do it.
As well,
You don't really have the time right now, though.
Yeah,
Maybe being
Yeah.
out of the swamp isn't the best place to be teaching administration. You just
I mean, it's
sit
a good
on a
place for
log.
hands-on training for it.
You just sit on a log.
You
and
learn
start,
it, learn to earn as you learn, you know.
on
Yeah.
the job training.
Well, yeah, exactly. Roland will summon Ragnar as usual, and be like, well, so we know the general direction of the camp. If you could go clarify that, so we don't walk in the wrong direction, that would be nice.
Should we go right now during daylight hours, or are we going to wait?
It is up to you. I am of half a mind to attack at night as it is.
We can try to scout out now, but the closer we get, the more dangerous it is for us.
Well, don't have to get too close. Just figure out which direction they are, because there's no point in walking 100 meters past them and then realizing.
Can we go send Hilda?
What I think? I think we should find them and attack as soon as possible, because the longer we wait, the more we risk discovery.
How dark have nights been, Fleming?
Ah, shoot. Let's see.
Can you check the
When's
Oh
the
my-
next moon?
Oh.
It's fucking dark night, like
Hang
dark
on.
moon. New...
Let me check the calendar.
Yeah, it's,
It's
Because,
literally
like,
dark as-
if the archers can't see, that would be pretty bug.
I have to. There it is. There's the calendar. Oh yeah, actually, it's a new moon tonight.
So there's no fucking moon.
If you went tonight, it would be the darkest night of the month.
Very
Now,
good.
keep in mind, sure, the archers won't be able to see, neither will your men. Melee combat also requires vision. Just gonna put
Actually,
that
I
out
have
there.
dark vision.
It's got cat
Well,
eyes as a witcher.
I mean, the whole party has dark vision, as per usual.
Of course, yeah.
As per usual.
D&D, everybody has dark vision.
Yeah,
It's
in
like
D&D.
three races.
It
It's like a
really,
running in D&D that everyone has dark vision.
It's like inflation. Over time, dark vision has just grown less and less valuable
Oh,
because everybody has
I
it.
assumed it was like the Fleming definition of inflation.
No,
Oh,
in
God.
D&D, only like 3 out of 35 races don't have dark vision.
We can
Honestly,
simply go.
It would be easier for them to just have like a trait for it does not have dark vision.
Oh, we can simply go scout. Work out exactly where they are. Do you wish to come along, Stenhilda?
Sure. I mean, like I said, I'm not very sneaky.
Well, hopefully we won't get too close.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right. So the two of you are going to go try and track down the camp then? Okay, very good. Are you leaving now during the day?
Might as well. Hopefully we see it way before anybody else around sees.
All right.
Yes.
You can roll either tracking or navigation. And I'll give you a +4 because of the help from the locals. Like, you basically already know where you're going. I'm also going to need both of you to roll stealth. Hidden.
Oh boy. This is where never brings Stenhilda along again.
Surprised if we get caught, there won't be a second time.
No, I'm confident Stenhilda could take down 30 people, or at least try to. What does stealth roll off of?
Oh my god. I think it's Dex -6.
Oh boy.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh, here we
Oh
go.
no!
I told you.
She can stay further behind Thragner as well. They don't have to be shoulder to shoulder. Like say she's 15 meters behind Thragner, that'll help a bunch.
Yeah, Thragnar can just sneak into a bush while I'm stomping around, and then see it's scouting
Oh.
by force, and we're gonna discover them by them attacking us. That's the plan.
It's force recon.
Yeah.
Force recon a millennia before it actually existed.
Yeah. Ragnar's gonna come back and go, well, Stenhilder's dead.
My God. All right. So you go in the direction that has been indicated by the locals. Deeper into the swamp. I mean, you're already pretty deep into the swamp. You're kind of like right in the middle of it. And you find the stream that was indicated, and you follow it. And you get a look at their camp, which, oh, wow, what a surprise. It's this thing.
So you said this was a map from before.
Yeah, I lied.
Wow. I don't know if I can trust you.
So is this a
So-
topographic map, or what's going on here?
So the blue is water, right?
Okay.
And then the green is not water. I guess it is kind of like a topographic map, actually. Like the middle part is the camp. These things are actually stakes.
Spiky bits. Yeah.
Okay.
Like they
And-
have some primitive earthwork
So,
that they've
like-
erected.
The green encircled areas we can read as dry land. The blue is water, and then the areas that are neither are just like wetland swamp.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming the green areas are like have got trees and shit and foliage.
Well, there's trees in all of them. Like you'd have trees growing out of the water too, and thick grass and whatnot. So yeah, there's a camp here, and you see a few, not really tents, but they have like tarps kind of that are set up just to block rain, and they have some tarps rolled out on the floor, and then like bedrolls on top of them. They have a couple campfires, but they're like covered so that smoke doesn't go out. So like being sneaky.
Mhm.
And then they do have sharpened stakes, which are erected at regular intervals along the perimeter of their little island. Like far enough apart that, you can just easily walk through them, but it would provide a challenge if you were attacking.
And is Stenhilder currently accidentally impaling herself on one of these stakes? Like,
No,
that was
you
a
are
bad
not
roll. What's going
accidentally
on?
impaling yourself. However, as you and Thragnar are, scoping out the camp, you're probably hiding behind maybe in some
Tree
tall
or a bush?
grass.
Yeah.
That's a good one. You're in some tall grass, and then suddenly an arrow comes whizzing by and smacks into a tree right next to Stainhilder's head. And there is a shout from
I
not
think
the
wearing
direction of the
red on
camp.
a stealth mission in a jungle is a bad idea.
Yeah, there's a shout from like off to your side, not in the camp, but someone else is in the swamp.
Before we do this next bit, have we seen people moving around in the camp? Do we have
Oh,
a
yeah.
rough number?
Yeah, there's people in there,
Dozens?
and now they're looking in your direction.
So this direction that the arrow came from, do we see anyone there?
Roll perception.
Are we currently surrounded?
We're about to die.
In perception plus or minus anything?
Make it hidden. I'll put the modifiers on myself. Because if I told you like range modifiers and whatnot,
Oh, I could, engineer.
But I roll
Yes.
vision.
you can roll vision, sure.
It's private GM, right? Or is it blind? Blind, right?
Brilliant.
Blind. Yeah, you have no clue. Like, you know the direction the arrow came from because that's how arrows work. You can see it sticking out of the tree. But looking over there, all you see is like swaying grass, and you can hear boots and splashing. You don't
Well,
hear like movement coming from other directions, but like the people in the camp are grabbing weaponry.
Okay, time to go.
Well, I'm sorry, Thragnar. I need to roll something.
Well, I'm
God.
gonna roll my feet.
Why do we bring her on stage?
I
That's what
told
she
you.
said.
I'm gonna roll this blind as well, I guess. Or
I mean,
should I
you'll
do private?
know. You don't
Yeah.
need to do it. Yeah.
All right, let's do private.
I'm not sure if this would even fit in the context of On the Edge. But yeah, there you go.
On the edge.
It says make a self-control roll whenever you're in a life-threatening situation.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
he
true.
missed. He missed. You're no longer in a life-threatening situation.
Yeah.
You have a couple seconds until the next life-threatening situation.
Yeah.
Do I spy Mr. Archerman,
So-
by the way?
Are you asking if you
Stenhilder
see
kind
him?
of. Yeah, he said if he can spy him.
No, you don't see.
Shit. These rolls ain't good.
Stenhilder kind of like bites her lip a little, looking at all the people coming out, and then she looks at you and goes, "You should leave."
Yep. We're right ahead of you. And yeah, he's gonna take off running.
Okay.
Well, you're running.
So, while I know
God
running
damn
is
it.
a skill, I want to point out that I purposely didn't take it because she lives on a boat almost the entirety of her mercenary life. So, what does it roll off of?
I mean, you know how
It's
to run.
it's health
Yeah,
minus
but
something.
running like the skill is
Health minus 1 is running.
health minus 1.
It's health minus 5, I think.
Yeah, health minus 1 is
The
your running.
default.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there a lying skill, or is that just diplomacy, basically?
It's acting. Acting is the lying skill.
I see.
Oh man, we're so fucking dead.
So
Yeah, I'm
health
gonna be
minus
real.
5.
I have no clue why you brought Stenhilder here, but carry on.
Shit.
Oh.
She's right ahead of me.
Stenhilder sprinting off into the distance, leaving
See,
Ragnar behind.
She's not trained, but she's very fit.
Yeah.
She's also frightened.
All right.
And that helps.
So the two of you
She'll
go
just
running off
Just-
into the swamp, and Thragnar trips. He
can Stenhilder
is-
do a strength check to like force him
Well-
back to his feet?
You have to catch him first.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Roll brawling to
Brawling?
like grab the
Okay.
hem of his shirt. It's basically an unarmed attack.
Flat brawling?
Nice.
All right, nice. So you catch the back of his shirt. Now you
I'm gonna
roll
dodge.
strength.
All right, flat strength.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Thragnar dodges.
Reflex. There we go.
Nice, nice. Stenhilder's
Oh,
the MVP
okay.
right here, man.
Yeah.
Well, it is my fault in the first place.
Yeah.
I might have rolled worse. Who knows?
I'm curious. What is Stenhilder's? Okay. I was gonna say like, how much can she lift with one hand? Because I was wondering if she could just lift him one-handed and carry him along. But no, she can only lift 58 pounds with one hand.
Okay, just
She-
enough to redirect the fall into a
Yeah,
continued
she's
run.
fucking strong.
She jerks him up, gets him back onto his feet,
Thank you.
and one of the archers is going to make another attack on you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
While we're running, I do have my shield on my back because we are trying to sprint, so
Oh,
that
yeah,
may help
that's-
me at some point.
That is
I
an
actually
important
would
detail.
not have
It's
my
your ass.
shield.
Because it is a big shield.
Yeah, probably part of why you got spotted.
Yeah, it's
Not the
painted
the
as well.
red gambeson, yeah.
It misses. A few more arrows go whizzing by, and then you quickly put distance between you and them, and they seem to give up the chase.
Hey.
Oh my god. We're alive.
That was not fun.
I'm sorry, but I think I'm gonna sit out the rest of the stealth missions.
It's okay. I don't blame you. I kind of want to sit them out now as well. Whew.
We should report what we found before they move.
Yes. Okay. Did you manage to count roughly how many there were?
No. Did
It's
you?
about the same number as the other groups, between 2 and
Okay.
3 dozen.
But they have bows, so it's more like no, never mind. That's tactics. Okay, let's go tell Voland.
Okay. So, Voland, what is he doing right now?
Probably waiting for you to come back.
Okay, so while you're waiting, we just burst in completely out of breath and exhausted.
Probably drenched as well.
Yeah. And
Imagine we're both talking at once as well.
yeah.
Oh my god, you won't believe what happened.
Oh my god! So we found where they are, and
They're over there. They shot at us, and there's stakes
All
on
right,
an
all right,
island
all
in the
right,
middle
all
of a
right,
river.
all right, all right, all right. One at a time.
No, it's imperative we tell you all at once.
Yeah.
Dude, we're both
understand.
starting at different points as well. Those Danil just like, so we were sneaking up. Ragnar was like, I nearly died.
You have to
this close
understand
to
the
my
frantic
face.
energy of the moment.
And then I got another scar on my face. I don't need that. So,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll do our best to get that across. We need to attack now. That's what Sinhilder's opinion is.
What time is it?
Hello. He saw us.
Good question. It is 5 p.m. 1700.
Okay, when's it get dark?
It gets dark in a few hours.
At this point, though, they know we're coming. They may
If they
prepare an
identify
ambush
us as
tonight.
Yeah, if they identified us as like not just a bunch of random hunters.
There's no guarantee they know who you are. And I still think it is better to fight sleeping men.
They are also in a defensive position. They have stakes scattered around them. Not sure
Right,
of the
well,
number.
Yes, but if half of them are asleep, mistakes won't help as much.
Problem is they're in water. Well, they're on islands surrounded by water. If we try to sneak up on them, it's going to be very difficult.
We're not sneaking.
Push the
But-
charge.
Half of them waking up as water splashes will give us plenty of time to cut down the first third.
Also, though they do have some campfires, they are covered. So the cover's just for the smoke itself, Flamingo, or is it like, was she going to dim light?
It was just the smoke.
Okay. So it should be, in theory, from what we saw, the campfires scattered about, if they were lit for the nights, they would give light. But of course, you probably don't want a campfire lit at night.
But regardless, that would illuminate them, not us.
Yeah. We got to get amongst them, though. The only archer and the big easel. So the information we have, Hilda wants to attack now. I think now better to wait since they already have the weapons in hand and they're quite the blood is pumping, shall we say?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Hilda saved me as well. Thank you very much.
Anytime, but hopefully we don't end up in that situation.
I couldn't help but hear the finger guns as you said, anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Stinhilder was useful. That makes her happy. Even
Well,
if it was her fault.
What about Yorick? He is a veteran. Does he have any ideas? Or even the Gisel's man?
Yeah, you're a good shrug and say, right now they'll all be on alert. I imagine at least they'll go and increase sentries tonight. That or they'll move. Don't imagine they're going to fall back as if nothing here had happened. I
So
still
we
think
can-
attack is best. We walk in a column, don't get lost, and then I mean, we've also got the witch who can do some magic stuff, hide us or something.
What if we know they're going to move? If we can work out where they're going to move to, we can ambush them again.
West, I'd imagine. I don't imagine we'll frighten them further into country, but going home, well, to safety. We've got 2 archers. I imagine both of them are fairly competent. And Yorick will look to Brigitte because he's the one who he doesn't know the competency of. And if they go slightly ahead, they can do their best to maybe knock out sentries. And then the rest of us follow.
So you've learned.
Well, I still think attacking at night is the best idea. If they move, we can always find them again.
Yeah, but if they scatter and disband, it'll be a lot harder, and we probably never will.
Well, I think it is better than running headfirst onto their spears right now.
If they scatter and disband, it'll also be a while until they get back together. They won't be a threat for that while. And then we'll go after the caravans and find out who the traitors are.
Is Brigitte here? Also,
I am here, yes.
somebody asked the noble how good he thinks he is with a bow. Truthfully.
Voland asks the noble how good he thinks he is with a bow. Truthfully.
Ebrigizel will kind of like do a so-so gesture with his hand. He'll say he's proficient enough. He wouldn't say that he's an expert, but like he can hit a moving target pretty reliably. He can,
on a scale from 3 to 18.
on a scale from 3 to 18, he'd say he's about 11.
Voland translates this verbatim.
It sounds like meta. So Hilda will have 1 for attack now. I personally think we should wait as well. So Hilda. Well, we can hire them during the day, but they will be on alert at night, no matter what.
Right, well, some of them do have to sleep. Will give us an advantage, even if small, as opposed to attacking during the day. And at night, they won't be able to shoot us as readily.
Some of our men will have to sleep too, unless we rest.
Now we can just force them to stay up.
Yeah, I can stay
Well,
for a bit.
I figure we would rest here, put out some additional sentries, stop them from coming up onto us.
Where is here, by the way? We're just like chilling in the peasant's barn right now.
No, you're in the swamp.
Oh shit.
Well, that settles it. We shall wait.
All right. So what's the plan?
Yep, so we're waiting until nightfall.
And then you're going to attack.
Yes.
How
Okay.
long until nightfall?
A few hours. Like it's 5 now.
Shall we send out?
I don't know what. Unfortunately, my calendar tracking tools don't tell me the exact time of sunset.
Estimate.
Uh,
How much ice in the polar ice
Oh
cap?
my
do I have,
god.
brother?
It actually does. Okay.
Oh, God.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually keep in. Yeah, I don't think it's including the time of year. How unfortunate. The sun sets in an hour. So
Mm-hmm.
there you go. And then give it maybe another hour for the light to fade completely. Within 2 hours, it'll be dark as fuck. So do you want to wait 2 hours and then break camp and attempt a surprise attack on them?
Yeah. But
Alright.
during the time we are waiting, I would like to, put emphasis on additional sentry, so we don't in fact get snuck up on.
Okay. What are you going to tell Lufred? Is he included in this conversation right now? Like, is he
Oh
just
yeah,
kind of
he can be here.
okay?
Wilfred again, is he our logistics man?
Sergeant.
No, he's our cool guy who leads all the peasants.
Yeah, Lufred is the commander of the Marines. Well,
Yeah,
the
peasant in chief.
yes,
Someone blotches in and a constant lingering stench.
yeah. So he's just
What
kind
do you
of
say?
He's gonna
Lufred is
defend
like just kind of standing off to the side a little bit with his shield in his hand, just listening. And as you make your plan, he looks to Volan and he says, "So, what do you want me to do exactly, my lord?"
Well, a little after nightfall, we shall break the camp, march towards their camp, and attack them under cover of night. For now, just have people on alert in case they attempt to attack us.
He nods, and he goes to execute your orders. Very well. So, let's have a roll.
Oh, good.
We're going to have a reconnaissance contest.
Should I go out as well, Voland?
Absolutely. Stenhelder, maybe don't.
I'm going to go watch the way we came back in case
here.
they trace us.
So we are going to average together, just like last time, tactics and intelligence analysis. From Voland and Civ, because Civ is the intelligence chief,
Intelligence
right?
officer. Yep.
Yes. And what does that
Alright,
get
I've got
us?
a whopping 12.
Whatever most.
So
What would you
12
like to do, Bob?
tactics, and Civ's intelligence analysis is what?
12.
All right. So we're looking at a 12. Your force is encamped
area
right
force, yeah.
now.
That we are.
Do you want to be bunkered or not? If you're bunkered, you get a +3, but if you win, it counts as a tie, which means you won't get like a surprise at all.
Yeah.
We're not looking for a win here. I don't think. Not in defense.
Yeah, I think while we're just sitting, we can go bunkered. Because I'd rather not lose men on, them attacking.
Okay. And then you get a bonus for your relations with the locals. All right. So you get a +2 for your relations with the locals. So you're looking for a 14.
Okay. It's actually a -2.
What?
Huh?
You like the locals?
I'm just rolling 3d6 in my note.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I like that. All right, cool. And then they make a roll. Yeah. So the 2 hours pass. Nothing happens. The swamp
Okay.
remains quiet. I mean,
In that-
about as quiet as a swamp is.
Yeah.
Still a
Civ
lot
would
of
have approached.
noise, but not a lot of human noises.
That's good.
That is good.
So, rather than sitting for 2 hours doing nothing, Civ would approach Voland and ask if you need anything from me.
Well, I'm not particularly sure what you can do. We are attacking at night. Is there anything you think would be appropriate?
And it can make them very uncomfortable with maybe a storm. Well, not storm, rain. Maybe. Fog seems a bit overkill on stealth. I can maybe conjure up sounds to make them feel uneasy.
We don't want them awake.
No. I was
You
thinking
know,
more
so-
sound spirits.
I think rain might be a good option. Have those unmuch miserable and those asleep or cold.
Air and water. Does that make sense for rain?
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay.
We get over there and Civ has turned their camp into a sauna.
Right, let's see. Alright, okay. She'll stop.
Just in their undergarments, just give us a friendly wave. Oh, we're comfortable. How are you doing?
Average. Water average. Which will be.
So you just want to make it rain.
Oh, I'm thinking like a proper downpour.
Oh, big
You know, the ones
downpour.
Yeah. The ones that make you kind of think, fuck, I'm not going out today, and stay very close to the camp or you know, under the tent. Make sure you stand underneath the tree rather than the optimal spotting position in the tree, because you don't want to get just
Right. Okay. Yeah.
cooked.
Get your modifiers in order and make your roll.
Yep. Okay. Man, every time I load this sheet, it resets like the structure of the, which is annoying. Right, I don't have time for. It's 2 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I don't have time for that, so I'll be doing it with the malice. That's basically finger drawing. What day is it? It is Saturday. No, it's
Saturday night.
Yeah.
I can imagine Civ going off to cast a spell and then coming back like 10 minutes later. Can we wait for Sunday? So I can.
But Sunday wouldn't work either. The next holy day is Wednesday. It's not good at all.
We cannot attack until Wednesday.
Yeah.
The
I
spirits
mean, it
have
makes sense when
spoken.
you look at like ancient law where the priest is like, no, tomorrow won't
Yeah.
do. I can totally see that, right? Fuck, I don't have any symbolism for this. Can I go grab a mug from the water? That won't help.
But just have a fucking mug of water?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
that's pretty
It's gonna-
weak.
It's gotta be. I suppose I'll take more time. I will quadruple my time.
Okay.
Can I go even more than that? How far can you go up in time taken?
What is the malice for finger drawing?
4.
I'll say you can cut it in half at most, because it would be pretty weird if you finger draw, but you take 4 times longer, and it's just as effective as taking 4 hours.
Yeah, absolutely makes sense. Attentive, that counts in when you're doing it more than a minute, right? It's not.
Yeah.
That won't be applicable then.
It's
Okay,
time
so
to go
next-
bug Sue.
What?
It's time to go annoy Sue. As she's doing magic and finger painting.
I'm gonna save the luck for crit failures only. Don't really trust me. Now I'll use luck here. And so we go with that. Oops. Oh. And where's air? Oh, that's water. And there you go.
All right. Reroll your food dark runes. Twice.
Nice.
my lord, that was really close. Okay. So
There were like
you
2 bits there or something.
no, it's just you just barely passed with your luck.
Oh.
So you go to a little secluded place a little ways away from the camp, and you bring a little light with you so that you can see clearly with the torch or whatnot. And you inscribe the runes in the air, in the mud. What?
It's always yeah. I will. Yeah, she walks down to the stream just because it's the local bottom of the water, and she'll dig slightly down into the muck or the mud next to the main water flow, and then she'll draw the runes in that, and then she'll speak a small incantation as she digs a small trench between the stream and the hole with the runes in it, so the water will flow in and like break the runes.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's the best I can think of.
Right. You cast the spell. You look up at the sky expectantly. It's too dark for you to really get a good look at the clouds because the stars haven't even completely come out yet.
No, I've got weather sense.
Okay. that doesn't help in this context.
Try, man.
You very nice. That was a good roll. You get
I
a
just
drizzle.
Yeah.
You get a drizzle. It starts to drizzle.
It's something.
There you go. Yeah. Everyone in the camp gets wetter. Kind of like annoyingly
Yeah.
wetter. It's just wet enough for it to be annoying. But not wet enough
Nice.
that you wanna like go get like a cloak or something, you know? You're like, oh, it'll probably pass soon. But then it doesn't.
Oh.
And then
As you-
the army heads out. Army.
Yep.
The men head out. It's not an army, it's 30
Absolutely.
dudes.
The peasants.
The peasants head out.
Fuck you.
The lads.
Is that the sky?
The boat boys.
He's just walking with like fucking crossed arms all the way. Like this is the best. Like really. Right. I knew we should have waited until Wednesday.
Stupid
Now-
Frankish raid.
There is good news, and the rain picks up as you march.
Oh,
But it's still not
that
the
is
type
good.
of heavy rain that you wanted. It's just a light
Oh.
rain. But on the bright side, that does make it much harder to navigate. So someone is going to need to roll navigation. And let's see.
Braggy.
I'm going to
Ooh,
give
+1,
you
nice.
a -4 for being in the swamp at night on a new moon in the rain.
Do I get
Hold
any
on.
bonuses
No.
to knowing where I'm going?
Is there a skill
It's been there
specifically
before.
called navigation?
Hmm.
Yes. there
Yeah,
is.
navigation land.
Do I get
And-
bonuses for having been there?
I guess I'll give you. Actually, I'll give you up the same +4, which will make it a lot easier to find the place you need to go because you've gone that way before.
Would survival woodland help?
No, not really. This is
Can I
about.
assist him with a navigation land?
Oh yeah, you can give him a +1 if you pass your roll too.
Okay, no.
Roland gets lost and the group have to help him back on.
Oh, my
wandering
rolls
off
are
random
shit
directions.
tonight.
Ragnar gets lost in the other direction.
Oh, don't
We're
worry.
just fucking heading east.
So, yeah, you have an idea of the route. You know, you've gone this route before, and normally it would be quite easy to find. But as previously mentioned, it is nighttime on a new moon, and it's raining. The clouds are covered. It is almost pitch black. Like you've got a torch maybe, and you can only see like a few feet in front of you in this weather and conditions.
Mhm.
So you're fucking lost.
Good.
Yeah, you kind of come to a stop. The men come to a stop behind you. You have no clue where you are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this part of Ireland. Sorry.
Okay.
Yorig is sticking his thumbs into his belt, looks around, complete utter darkness, and goes, "We should just camp here."
Can Sten Hilder see if she can remember?
Oh, well,
It's
you
not her
want to?
strong suit.
You can try.
Yeah.
It would be flat navigation, effectively. The bonuses cancel out the negatives.
Okay. So how does navigation see? Is it like,
I think it's -3.
oh boy. Maybe she'll. Oh, wait. What was that? No.
Those
Okay. I
alright.
clicked and my screen popped down. Like the scroll bar popped down some. That was the wrong roll.
probably not enough
Body
though.
armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stain Hilder
Oh,
also
okay. Yeah, sorry. I
doesn't
miss
know.
either way, so. Yeah, I was hoping I would, like, recognize a tree or see the arrow that almost killed me.
So yeah,
What
calling
is
in
the arrow?
a storm and attacking at night is like actually absolutely great for achieving surprise. Makes it extremely easy, but it also makes it really hard to figure out where you're going.
Right. Hmm.
Right. Set camp, strike at dawn.
Seems like the best course of action, unfortunately.
Very good. Let me get some rain on here.
Hey, can you add my token to the map so I can click on it?
Sure. Why not? Where is? Ah, right. I don't have him in Volan's boys group. Where the fuck is Ebergiesel? Oh, there he is. The Engelbert
The
family.
Engelbert family. Thanks, Chief.
So,
Back
you
to
set camp basically where you are. You don't know if it's a good spot to set up camp, because it's really hard to look around and compare. Uh, everybody roll health.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, good.
We get to set up tent. We've got a comfortable tent.
Yeah, we do actually.
Yeah,
I
you set up
fucking
your
roll
tents.
tonight.
Does the
But-
tent help?
It's. I guess the tent would give you a +1 on this.
Would I be able to find suitable shelter from the elements with survival woodlands to get that same +1?
So,
You can try,
Oh,
but
yeah.
there will be
A penalty if I fail.
a -3 on your roll.
Oh, to my survival woodlands. Oh,
Yes.
don't worry, I'm a pro. I'm not a pro. Damn that -3.
Yeah, you missed it by 3. So, yeah, Volan. I mean, nobody really sleeps well. It's wet, it's loud, it's windy. You do your best. You do your best to set up your tent, but the ground is all wet and soft, so you can't really get the stakes in, and the tent just kind of keeps falling over. Honestly, it's just a really miserable night overall.
I have light sleeper. I guess I get like no sleep at all ever.
Yeah, actually, that's a good
It
point.
says
You
I
don't
have to
get
make,
any
I
sleep.
have to make a health roll every hour to try and get to sleep. It says.
Oh god.
So I guess,
Hey, give it a shot. Make health rolls.
Oh
two.
no, Sue's angry. Someone's gonna get a cold.
hour 3.
Bush bus.
I did it. Okay, so I
Alright.
missed 2 hours of sleep.
Okay. You missed 2 hours of sleep. All right. Everybody wakes up missing 2 FP from the bad night's sleep. Ibergiesel is going to be missing 3.
That's fine. I don't exert myself anyway.
Good morning. Good morning, Sue. How'd you sleep?
Just glowers at you in absence. Like she's not the sort of flipping tables angry. She's the kind of pouting, crossing arms angry. She would throw a table, but she's very
A
weak.
marvelous Sunday morning. Soaking wet. Wandering. Lost. The men unhappy.
Well,
There's a lot of grumbling going around. You can't even
Fair
find
enough.
a few of them at first, but then eventually you rally them all up.
Can Yorick go around and like gather their fury onto himself? You know, the good old sergeant who is just getting them
Yeah.
all.
Try
police
leadership.
that mustache.
Yeah,
Yeah.
try leadership.
Now, since I have a reputation for throwing rocks at them,
Mud.
I'll give you a +2 on this roll.
oh,
Throwing
that's
rocks.
nice. So that's a +1, +3 because I've also got the soldier talent, which gives me
Yeah.
+1.
Yeah, nice. All right, so everyone's pretty grumpy in the morning, and then York goes around and just starts pissing them off even more. And you know, there's a lot of grumbling going around, but now it's all directed at York instead of being directed at, say,
So they
Voland
forget
for.
the shitty
Yeah.
situation they're in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's
Now they're all
Yorick is
united.
taking it all on. Bring it on, bitches.
They have their common ground in hating the
Yeah.
sergeant. There's some dudes that have just been struggling to sleep all night, and then like York comes up and asks them why they have like why their kettle's full of water if they're not using it or something.
Yeah.
Why are uniforms clean? Huh? Huh? Where's all this
That
dirt
10
come
flap's supposed to be
Exactly.
tied back.
Police that mustache. Grooming standard.
It all falls apart if we let down the grooming standards in the middle of a fucking swamp.
Right.
Anyway,
Well,
you're still lost.
Fuck.
yep. Roland will go get Thragnar.
Good morning.
Right. Well, Thragnar. How about you and you alone go and find the camp?
Okay, I'll find out where we are.
Can Civ go back to sleep?
Wonderful.
Civ wants to go back to sleep.
Yep, she's got 5 FP and she might have to throw magic. So she just
Alright.
wants to go back to sleep.
So let's see. Ragnar,
Mm-hmm.
roll your navigation. But
I
this
know
time,
where we are. Yeah.
no. This is just to figure out where you are.
Is that happening from the camp? Because I can help with that.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Like
the
this is
woodlands.
purely a question of where on the map are we? You
the
know, you
survival
fuck-
woodlands help by looking at the rivers, seeing if they're similar.
Nope. That's just navigation.
Oh,
All right, so that gives you a +1.
I should probably be doing these rolls now that I think about it.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
since your navigation's higher.
Yeah. I don't know. I always just thought Thragnar would be a better navigator.
Hey, that's +2.
All right. So you know where you are. You have realized you have been going in circles.
Great, we're right where we
Base.
started.
Yes.
Let me know which direction to go.
Yeah, you know which direction to go. You want to go head towards the camp again? Try and take it
Yeah,
out?
I mean,
Attack
might
at
as well.
dawn.
yeah.
All right. I won't make you roll now because it's daytime. So you are actually capable of getting your men in order and marching towards the target.
How long
Mhm.
did that take? No, that wouldn't have taken any time at all, would it?
13 out.
No, it
It's
wouldn't
been
take long.
6 weeks.
Okay.
Like they probably would have spent maybe 10 minutes figuring out where they are.
Yeah, I would like
So-
Thragnar to run ahead and see if they're on like super high alert.
Civ won't get any sleep.
No, okay.
So Thragnar wants to go forward first then?
Sure.
Maybe he doesn't want to. I want him to.
You've been
I'm sworn to you now, yeah, so. Give me an order.
All right, roll
Yeah,
your stealth,
I'll
Ragnar.
wipe a little mud on my face as well. You know, the good old camouflage. But yeah, at this point, wiping mud off. What do you want me to roll? Sorry, stealth.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You creep along. It's pretty easy to sneak in this weather. You get to a different, like, observing position where you can see the camp again, which is a relief, right? You know, you know for sure that you were correct in figuring out where you were. There was a little uncertainty beforehand. Uh, the camp is still there. There's still men there. They are mostly sheltering under trees, but they all have weapons close by. And you can see that there are uh, sentries posted like on the island that are attentively looking outwards.
Can I get a rough? Oh yeah, I've already said. How many centuries?
Um, I guess a dozen.
Yeah. And from my vantage point, can I see the path that they take the most into this place? What's like the easiest path?
Easiest path for what?
To get an entry into the base? Do they have a path that they constantly take? I
Oh
mean, it's a
no, I
swamp,
mean,
but
yeah, it's just it's all kind of the same.
alright.
It's just shallow water all around.
Oh,
There was a moment there I thought that was Fleming's fucking roommate. It's like
Believe it.
howling in the background.
Do we have an idea of their numbers? Does Thragner have an idea of their numbers?
Same as before, 2 to 3 dozen.
Yeah, I'll go back with that information. So they still have sentries set up. The men are all pretty much like us. They're all wet, they're all cold, but they do have weapons nearby.
Right.
So we potentially can surprise them, but they have weapons ready to go at a moment's notice. So the sentries, they're the big problem.
I'm surprised it doesn't seem particularly likely. Yor, how do you feel about taking a contingent of men to attack from behind? You know, once their formation is up against ours, you come in from behind and kill all of the archers.
Right, I can do that. I've got just the unlucky shits in mind.
He mutters ominously under his breath.
And glares at one guy in particular who fell asleep on sensor duty or something. Actually, no, they
Poor
should
guy
go.
named like Fjodbert or some shit.
I'm taking the good guys with us. The guys that, you know, did all right. They deserve a bit of a break because.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You're just hacking down defenseless bad.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, the ones who were doing a poor job, they should be on the front as punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Would you prefer me to be part of the shield wall, Roland, or should I be hanging back as an archer? Or shall I go with Yorick?
I think you should hang back as an archer.
Okay,
Shoot
shall
their archer. Additionally, if you see anybody giving orders, I think you should shoot them.
That was good. Shoot the loud Franks. She's also
Yes.
look at a big easel.
Not that one.
Oh, he comes later. He says with a smile.
I'm not translating that.
Civ walking around with probably Roland's cloak on, isn't he? All grumbly and just small
Gremlin.
a 5 foot tall angry woman.
The soldiers are more scared of her than you are.
Yeah. We'll come up and say I could maybe do a fog.
Are you okay?
And that's how you start a fight.
Just narrow his eyes at him.
Did you just
Doesn't
insult
dignify that with an
them?
answer.
Are you okay?
Everyone wants to
How
work this
close
shit
are
as
we?
possible.
How close are you?
Yeah.
Like to the enemy camp?
Yes.
Aggressive?
Ah,
Okay.
shit. A non-specific
your-
distance.
Okay.
Your emotional closeness to Civ is for you to decide.
Okay.
Answer.
Very close. We're
For
besties.
for the purposes of getting lost again, how easy would it be to get lost if there was fog?
Uh,
Pretty easy, I'd imagine, considering our last encounter with Civ's fog,
Yeah.
where we had to like crawl along a river.
It would. As a, I think it's an excellent
Alright.
plan. I think you should split your men up and then call in a fog.
Yeah. Okay. I think Volan will look to Civ. I don't think that'll be necessary.
She'd just nod and yawn, and then just stand there.
You made me yawn, you bitch.
Well,
And that's so
people-
you know.
Who said that?
Every Kiesel says it in Frankish, seeing her yawn.
Called her a bitch.
Mm.
Oh god. How's
Did
his
he?
throat?
His throat's fine. He
Uh,
took some herbal ointment for it.
So, with
Mm.
regards to the battle, I'll let you choose whether you want to deploy for a pitched battle, right? Where, you
Mhm.
set your men up in formation and then march forward, which will definitely alert them and give them time
Yeah.
to deploy too. Or whether you want to do the encounter battle where you prioritize speed and you rush forward.
Hmm. I would prioritize speed. I kind of assumed that we'd already be in pitched because they're like half alerted.
Now, pitched requires time for like deployment and whatnot.
Oh, both sides to set up. Okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'd go for encounter then.
Would it be possible to, march in a spread out formation, get as close as possible, and as soon as we're discovered, like, form a shield wall?
Yeah, but like mechanically, that would be an encounter battle.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're still going with the split up plan, an indirect
Yes.
attack
Indirect.
strategy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Now you know the lingo. Nice.
Yes. I did do some reading.
So I can
Yeah.
tell you that there's a defense bonus here in this terrain.
Yeah.
Of 3.
No way.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Switch up the
Sid will
music.
hand the cloak back.
Where's my fighting
Sid's
music?
gonna hand the cloak back to Roland.
Yeah.
There it is.
I have like a blanket in the tent, bro. I'll give that to her.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
So, you split the men up. The orc takes a small detachment around the side.
Yep.
And you lead your own men.
I believe we have 3 elements, right?
Yeah, so you have 3 elements.
Yeah.
So Yorick takes 1 of 10 men.
We take 2.
And
Yeah.
your 20 men go forward on their own.
Mm-hmm.
You aren't spotted until you kind of. This is why this is why I brought a fucking map, so I could put little tokens to describe things. Let me
Lufred!
enlarge Lufrid here.
Enlarge Fred?
I'm just gonna make Lufrid big.
No.
Here's Lufrid, and then we can use Yorick to represent the other group.
Hey, yo.
Keep in mind, these tokens are purely for demonstrated purposes. Right, there's not like a tactical map here.
What do you think?
And then we got some bandits in the middle.
Huh.
Tiny bandit.
I always imagined we'd be attacking from the right.
I definitely thought we were on the left.
I was thinking
Interesting.
And let me get rid of number easel. So,
No, I need every.
Look
you
at that asshole. Look at that thing. That's
You-
disgusting.
as soon as you kind of get like here, right? as you come out of the thickest of the grass cover, you give the order to charge. And Yorick comes in. Well, Yorick's gonna wait until their attention's diverted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. And the bandits, they react quickly. It's difficult to see them clearly because of the distance and the rain. But they all grab their weapons. Line. Most of them kind of go to the edge of this land here, and they form ranks. And the rest pick up bows, and they go to fire. And now we have the strategy roll. So let's see here. You're doing a indirect attack, which gives you a... Oh wait, we have to... That's right. Significant actions.
Oh yeah.
Can't forget that. So we're gonna do things a little different this time, because I didn't really like how last time it was just kind of pick a number and hope things work out. So instead of picking a number, I just want you to tell me what your character does. I'll tell you what the risk modifier is, and then you can choose whether you want to just roll things or if you want to game it out. Right?
Oh.
If you roll things, then we use the old system. You roll for your significant action, and then you roll for the risk after. And if you game it out, that's both the significant action and the risk in one thing.
I didn't game it out.
As in,
Well,
like,
like-
do some actual regular rolls and.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As if it's just you.
So we will start with... we'll do Yorick last, actually, since he's doing some cool maneuvers. What's Steinhilder going to do?
Stanhilder is going to take her place at the front of the shield wall
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
and fight at the very bleeding edge of the combat.
All right.
Oh, if Ragnar wasn't already married.
I'll give you a plus
Find
3
out,
risk
yeah.
then. So do you want to
Okay.
game it out, or you just want to roll?
So gaming it out, how is that just gonna be like 2 or 3 rolls? Because I don't want to take the whole session.
Yeah, I'm not going to have an entire combat, but it'll be like 1 or
Okay.
2 rounds of combat, right?
Okay. Sure, let's try gaming it out. Let's see what that's like. That way
Alright.
everyone
Let's
else
all
has a
game it
more-
out and take the whole session.
Well, this way everyone has a more informed decision when they pick.
So Steinhilder is at the very front of the formation, shield and axe in hand, right? You're
Yeah.
charging forwards, and you start splashing through the water. You're pretty tall, so the water only comes up to like your shins. Big muscle mommy at the front of the charge. And in front of you, you see the enemy line rushing to form ranks. So, if you can hit one of them with a throwing axe
Ooh.
and disrupt their formation, then I'll give a +1 on the strategy roll.
Okay. What's the range modifier?
We'll say that the range is... I mean, honestly, you can choose, right? You can throw the axe whenever you like. But if you throw later, they'll probably have a shield up, and then you'll have to, like, aim for their face if you want to hit them.
Okay.
So, I'll say, if you throw closer than 5 yards, then they have their shield up.
Okay, so I'll throw, I don't know, further than 5 yards.
6 yards. Woo!
So a -3 for
-3?
range.
Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna chuck it, I guess, at someone who looks
Group
like
modifier?
they're giving orders.
And this is a movement attack, right? Because you're charging as you do it.
Okay.
So that also has malice for the bulk of the axe.
Where do I see the bulk of the axe? They are like purpose-built throwing axes.
I
So
think it's
they'll
like
have less bulk.
their bulk is -3.
So
If
another
you go
-3?
to your weapons, are the ranged weapons. All the way at the right, there's a little orange section that says bulk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you wanted, you could just stop and throw the X.
The
That way
middle
you
of the
don't have
shield wall
bulk.
charge, she just
Yeah.
casually stops, and everyone else around her like, "Oh, get out of the way!"
There's
I'll
also
just keep
the
going.
mass of them.
Yeah.
She's targeting a group that will help her, right?
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, she's targeting the whole group. You really only have to hit one of them. So let's see, 10 dudes. I guess I'll give you a +3.
Okay.
So that cancels out the bulk, and all you have is the range malice.
This one. There we go. Okay, and then I click here. Oh, okay.
Nice. All right, roll for location. Just 3d6.
This will be a
10 is the
Is
torso.
it the groin?
No, it's
Oh.
the torso.
It's an axe to the
And
torso.
roll your damage.
I mean, I imagine seeing your mate get fucking schwacked in the dicks by an axe would be like, you know, I wouldn't
Oh,
stand on a wall.
Lord.
Oh god,
He goes down.
Okay, yeah.
That's a dead man.
Jesus.
State Elder at the front of the charge hurls her axe at this guy, and these are just bandits, so they don't even wear armor.
Yeah.
Literally lifts him off his feet, and he like,
Would've been poked
I
out
mean,
the back.
not super far, but like he's lifted off his feet. There's a very meaty thunk, and he falls back into the mud, and the men around him kind of like falter and stumble away, which gives St. Hilda the perfect opportunity to insert herself into the middle of their formation.
Okay.
So
Do you
that
want
will
me to roll
give-
axe?
No, that's fine. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. Eh? Okay.
Yeah, so Volan gets a +1 on his strategy there. All right. What is Thragnar going to do?
I'm gonna try and game it out. I'm gonna look first for an officer or somebody else like trying to take control of this shindig on their side.
Yep. And try and assassinate them.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your perception.
It's a good image.
I roll with spine up by the way.
Can be blind. He probably won't make this, to be honest, with the rain and whatnot and distance. There's a lot of
Okay.
chaos.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. In that case, then I can probably see where the archers are, right? They've probably got their own group just firing in.
Yeah, and you can see where the archers are.
I'll just go for a shot against them.
Okay. How far away do you want to be?
How far's the battle from the archers to begin with?
Well, the archers are kind of right behind the front, I suppose.
Alright.
Maybe off to the side.
Yeah. Off to the side, that's a good one. That way they can shoot into it without hitting their men.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably be diagonal coming towards our guys from them, because my goal is them. So I'm behind our guys, but at the same time I'm shooting like towards them, if that makes sense.
Right.
Not behind the archers or
But
what.
like, how far do you want to be, right?
From those actual archers, or from the battle, sorry.
From those archers.
From those archers, let's go about 30 yards, if that's feasible.
Yeah, that's quite feasible. 30 yards, alright. So, you have a -7 for range. I'm going to give you a -2 for the weather.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Am I
-9.
shooting into a crowd?
They are more spread out. They're not in formation, they're dispersed. So
Okay.
I won't give you that bonus.
Alright.
But you can
if I
take all
aim.
the time you want to aim.
Alright, well, yeah.
Take 10 hours. Get plus
Yeah,
a million.
My arm will fall off within the first 20 minutes, mate.
Yeah,
Uh,
worth.
It's pretty. That was a
Remember
pretty good
the-
shot.
Oh.
Yeah, so I would aim. I can get a max accuracy for this bow, I believe. Is it 3? Signature weapon out 4. I guess it'd
Should
be
be.
every 2 seconds or so. He'd be firing after this pullback.
Yeah, but we're just gonna do one shot here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Anyway,
your
plus
bow's
3 seconds.
accuracy, yeah.
-6. All right. Well, it's not the
And
best
then
bow. I got.
all
He's
out
here.
attack gives you a +1.
Oh yeah, so it does.
It might be shooting back then.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I can't real dodge arrows anyway. Can I?
Yeah.
Can? Shit.
Right?
No, they're probably a bigger. They're at a disadvantage, same as me. Plus, probably shit.
You can.
Probably.
You can dodge arrows.
Shit, didn't know that. Yeah, my rolls are
It's
shit.
alright. So you fire, and the wind blows it off course. Actually, that -2 is exactly what caused you to fail. You would have been on target, but then a gust of wind comes by, and kind of flings your arrow off course. And then they're gonna shoot back.
Uh-oh.
Well, actually, they probably don't even fucking see you. Roll your stealth.
What?
Yeah. You'll know if you fail. Yeah, they don't see
You
you.
get shot in the head.
But that does remind me.
Yeah, it can happen.
That does remind me that Steinhilder needs to roll some defenses, because I can't have her do things with no risk, considering what she's done.
Okay.
So, yeah, you get right into the middle of the formation, and immediately they attack you from both sides. You need
Alright,
to roll 2 successful defenses.
I will shield. Shield gives a malice the more you do it, right?
Yes.
Or was that parrying?
It's all of them, really.
-4 for everyone.
Like, if you use your shield to block one attack and then your sword for the other, you won't have any malices. Or your
Maybe my
axe.
axe,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, you don't have an axe in your
Can't.
hand. Unless you can fast draw it.
I have fast draw sword, and you've said that that's okay to use for my axe.
Well, yeah, but you have to roll it.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
good. So after you throw the first axe, you whip another one out, and 2 swords come at you from opposite directions.
Okay. I will block one. Let's see.
I don't think you could retreating dodge either.
No. Not in this context.
Yeah, I'm in a formation here.
And
Okay,
also
I block
charging.
one with the shield. And then, can I parry with an axe?
Yeah, you can parry with an axe, but I will say you don't get your shield's bonus here. Because your shield is what, +3? Because it's a large shield.
Yeah.
Alright. So put
So,
a -3 on this, because your shield's going to
On
be
the parry?
occupied. Yeah.
Okay. -3. Axe. Swing, parry.
Man, I see the
Ooh.
6 and I'm just like, oh no!
Yeah, I was like, oh, this looks good, and then I saw the 6.
Yeah.
Alright, that was close. So yeah, you managed to defend against both attacks.
Okay.
And now you are right in the middle of their formation, splitting them in half. Let's see. So that's Hilder and Thragnar. Voland, it doesn't get to do anything because he's leading. What about Ebergiesel?
07.
So, every Kiesel. So just to clarify what's going on, like 2/3 of the dudes are coming from the top left.
No,
like the shield
2/3 are
wall.
coming from the
1/3 of
bottom
them.
left. Yeah.
Who's
This
the
is
Yeah, so
the
the
bottom
guys on the bottom left are going to pin the bandits in place, and then the guys up the top right, which is 1/3 of our force, is going to come down, kill the archers from behind, and then attack from the rear.
So basically, you've got like drawing attention, come get a slam shield wall, and then a bunch of guys.
Hammer and
sneaking-
anvil, yeah.
Yeah.
A guy sneaking through the trees to sneak up behind them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, Ebergiesel is gonna go off. Oh, you've removed my token now. He's gonna grab Norba and he's gonna pull him to the side. and he's gonna quickly pull off his noble tabard and shove it to Norbert and say, "Draw your sword. Wait for me." And then he's gonna kind of try and sneak up towards the bandit camp, rub some mud on his face, and then he's gonna run across the water, trying to look like he's being stealthy, and be like, "Hey, Nexo sent me, hey!" and try and get the attention of one or two of the archers. Like, very clearly waving to them to get their attention, so it doesn't look like he's an enemy.
You are a fucking bard.
Well, so you're trying to look like one of them. Okay.
Yes, exactly. I'm wearing
alright.
Frankish gear. I've taken off my tabard. I've got a bunch of mud on me from sleeping badly.
Uh-huh.
A little bit more from right
I've
there.
got the name of one of their bandit friends that I'm hoping one of them recognizes.
Okay. Yeah, roll your acting.
Acting. Can do.
Yeah. So what are you're just trying to get them to look at you?
I'm trying to get like a few of them to pay attention to me as I'm going over, like trying to beckon them towards me.
All right. So a couple of the archers are in the process of like reloading, you know, pulling out new arrows, and they do look in your direction, and you know you can't hear what they're saying to each other, but they kind of run over in your direction.
As they get close, I'm gonna like lean in conspiracy and be like, "Listen, we gotta get out of here. There's more of them coming from the other side of the trees. None of us are gonna survive. We gotta move." And kind of like motion behind him as if like, "Let's go." Then he's gonna reach into his bow and be like, "Look, found a stash from one of the guys in the trees," and hold out like a few random pieces of jewelry. It's like, "This is more than we're gonna get fighting for our lives here. Let's go."
Okay. Roll diplomacy.
Shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Close one.
I get a bit more jewelry out when they start looking suspicious.
Okay. Yeah, the two archers can look at each other, and they might not have gone for it, but that is when Yarick's men come out from behind, right about to bear down upon the archers and slaughter them all. And the archers go, "Yeah, that's actually probably a good idea." And they follow you back to where I guess Nordbert is waiting.
Yes, and then Norbert is going to brain one of them, and I'm going to grab the other. Prisoners provide.
Oh shit!
Wow.
What the fuck?
He did it.
The master of skullduggery.
Yeah, that's
So-
the madman.
In the middle of a battle, yeah, maybe Volan just catches a glimpse of
The
Ebrig's
scene
old...
run up.
All right, so that
He
was
was like, "Is
another...
that fucking Emric? He's all running from the camp, like from inside the camp with two dudes." They're like, "What?"
Coward!
No, does Sif see him leave like Volan's boys and head off like into the fucking tree?
Well, he didn't head off into the trees. He just looped around straight to
Right,
the camp.
but like everybody's going into battle and he's heading off in a different direction. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, she might notice him not being there.
Or maybe she doesn't.
Oh shit!
He was sneaking off with Norbert.
She
yeah.
can
and
roll
then he
her
was waving his
perception if she'd
hands at
like.
the fucking guys on the river.
She can
Yeah,
roll
we know
her
it's a
perception
battle.
if she'd like.
Oh, almost. Damn, your perception's really good.
Yeah, and considering
Yeah.
that it is raining, that's absolutely a victory for every easel. The terrain and distance penalties. So, yeah, she doesn't notice, but that's another +1. So we're at 2 +1 so far. Yes. And then we will come to Yorick.
But I mean, he's just gonna go in there.
He's just gonna fucking go in.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't
Hey,
really
yeah,
feel we need
yeah,
to go
simple
into
enough.
detail here. I don't want to take up the time for that. He's just gonna charge in.
Yep, you're at the front of the formation, with the men behind him. Go ahead and roll your leadership.
That was a. Yeah, he goes charging
Yep.
in there, and he does. You know, the hound anyone dies with a clean short sword, I'll rape his corpse. Like,
Bro, what? Excuse me?
have you not watched Game of Thrones? That's just like the most
I
epic
haven't-
battle cry.
I haven't seen any of Game of Thrones, not a single
Oh, no,
episode.
that's good.
Watch everything but the last season.
Yeah, I've been told that.
I mean, the Hound there is just like, fucking hell.
To be fair, the last scene with the Hound is pretty cool. Give him that.
So let's see. What can I do to put some risk on here? So as York is charging, with his men screaming behind him, some of the archers turn and they go to shoot at you.
Yeah.
Defend against 2 arrow attacks.
Oh, you got a shield, buddy.
I do have a shield. That's just light shield light.
Yep.
And again?
And then
Or,
the second
like-
one at a -2.
Okay.
All right. So you see the archers scramble to reorient in your direction, and they let off a volley. You snap your shield up just in time, and you feel 2 thuds against your forearm as the others whiz past you. That's another +1. And does Civ want to do anything?
I mean, Civ will be. She's kind of tired. She'll be walking behind the front line, and she will.
Alright.
She'll be keeping an eye out on specifically Thragna, Stenhilde, and Volum to see if they're hurt. She has the magical healing room still,
Yeah.
which she hasn't helped yet. But she'll also be applying first aid to anyone who's hit.
Right.
I don't imagine that we'll need to do anything there.
Right. You could just do like a normal one with first aid, I guess, with low risk.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we could say like -2 risk. And then what's your first aid?
Pretty high.
15 or higher?
16, yeah.
All right. So that's a +1.
Yeah, this is what
That's a
you
plus
reminded
one.
me
And
of
then the
by
first
saying
aid
not
kit,
watch
that makes it
season
flat.
8.
Yeah, so -2.
So you're really just looking for a what, 4?
4?
Yeah, because it's this is just the war roll, you know, not gaming it out.
Oh. Oh, okay. So like that, and then we're looking for a 4.
Yeah. All right. So there we go. Now we get to the strategy roll.
Okay.
So we have a +3 from the heroes doing good things.
The actions. Yeah.
Yeah. A -3 because you're doing an indirect attack. And that's fucking it, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, alright, so just roll your tactics.
Didn't I get something from being a leader of a thing?
That was
If I
for the
remember
rest of the
correctly.
room,
Oh, okay.
I believe.
I'm not doing that this time. And roll my tactics.
Roll low, roll low. Do it. 1, 1, 1.
663! Woo!
Alright.
You should have gone for the 666.
I've already done that one.
Because of commits
That's
more
funny.
crimes.
The enemy is going to roll his. So he is just choosing a defense. He would have done a deliberate defense if you opted for a pitched battle, but you didn't, so he can't. So that gives him a +1, and he gets a +2 from the terrain. So he's looking at a +3 total.
Oh no, we're gonna actually lose some guys, boys.
Yeah, you are actually going to lose some guys, quite likely. Alright. So he wins by 4. And...
Fallen. You let us down.
Ah, shut the fuck up.
So you take 20% casualties, and they take 10%.
Oh shit.
Hold up. How many named characters are there? There's 6 of us, right?
Yeah.
So one of us is dead, clearly.
That is how
20%.
statistics works. It was a risky strategy, but
The crowd goes
unfortunately,
silent.
yeah, unfortunately, as York comes out from behind, he's slowed down. Like his men are slowed down a little too much by the water. The water slows your guys down enough that you aren't able to really capitalize on the surprise. And the enemy forms a. They kind of have like two lines, right? Like the archers scamper off into the middle, and then there's one line of men holding off the main force, and then one line dealing with York on the other side. And you have some men taken out by archers as they're closing.
Mhm.
And now we come to the second round.
Damn, we let it get to a second round. Unacceptable, really.
Yeah, this is much different from the previous battles. So what's the strategy going to be for this round?
York's gonna keep at it because like it's not
Yeah,
like
what's
redesign the entire thing. I'm just gonna fuck them up.
Oh, nothing.
yeah? There's no point in doing anything else other than just pressing the attack.
Yeah, we're not gonna withdraw and then reform and do it again. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
it's
even
no
just looking
rescue.
at the different like attack strategies and everything, there's nothing really.
Yeah. At
that
this
works,
point,
'cause-
trying to change tactic will just cause more chaos in our
Yeah.
troops.
Well, I mean, like even just by the rules, deliberate attack like halves the advantage to defender. But yeah, but that doesn't do anything to terrain, and even then, it's only like what -1, and that's giving us yeah, it's giving them time to do whatever the fuck they want.
we're just gonna fuck them up.
Yeah, I mean, just press the attack. That's
All right, a regular attack. Very well. Okay. So
Yeah.
we'll go from the top again, starting with Stainhilder. You're in the middle of a formation. There's men going down around you, both on your side and the enemy side, but more on your side.
Okay. What I'm going to do will depend. I have two things I could do here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the attack and push even further into them, killing as many as I can at this moment.
All right. Oh, that reminds me. I need to do something. I need to check. Okay.
And
I needed to
here.
check and see, yeah, if he got taken out by something just by chance. With misfortunes of war, right?
Yeah. I mean, with their new formation, it'll probably be easier for our archers to snipe their leaders.
Lost 10%. Shit, I didn't put that in my little quick reference. All right. So you're charging forward.
Yep. I mean, I was already charged
Yeah,
forward. I'm
you're
just gonna
already
keep
in
pressing.
the middle of the line.
Yeah.
You could probably break through to the archers. Wow. Or do you want to stay in the infantry?
If I like break through, I'm probably going to unless I see like a commanding officer or something, I'm probably just gonna start rolling up the line of the infantry behind them.
All right. So, oof, I stepped on my cable. You're in the line. Go ahead and we'll say make 3 attacks.
Okay. Any modifiers at all, or just roll 3 attack?
Just standard attacks. You can make modifiers if you like. If you want to do all out attacks, but I wouldn't recommend it.
No, I'm not going to do all out attacks. Okay. A 1, 2, a 3. my gosh.
All right, and now make
Damn.
2 defenses.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing with a shield parry and then a axe.
Yep.
-3 for the second one.
Now, I'm glad I didn't get into a fight with this chick. She's scary.
Just you should have done as you're talking down.
Yeah, then she rolls on the edge.
Oh. Okay,
Alright.
so I mix my axe.
Yeah. Roll your damage 3 times for your X.
Did you want hit location at all, or just damage?
I just do damage. By God. Oh my Lord. Okay.
God damn.
So you are cutting your way up the line because you get in the middle of them, and you're like, do I want to go left? Do I want to go right?
I'm gonna go through them.
You choose the direction and you just start chopping like trees because they're distracted. They have to face the front line, but then they also have to face you when you come up. You come up against the guy, you cut down on him. He raises his shield. You cut through it. Your axe lodges straight into his arm, and he screams, falls down. You kick his face so that he gets off of your axe, and then you keep going. And then you block an attack. One of the archers tries and gets you. You lift your shield up to catch the arrow. Then there's motion on your right side as one of the enemies comes up behind you. And he hits you. 8 is the right arm. How convenient.
Is that where my shield is?
No, that's where your sword
No,
is.
that's where.
Isn't it? Or your
Yeah,
axe.
that's my axe hand. I'm right-handed. I am right-handed, right?
Yes, you are right-handed. And he does...
Oof.
4 damage to your right arm.
Okay. I have. Let's see. DR. Right arm. Oof. Wait, 0. I'm wearing a gambit. Okay.
Is it 0?
Yeah, I guess gambesons don't protect the arms. That doesn't make sense.
Like Amberson does.
I think you might have had it set to where it doesn't include the arms for the weight or something.
Let me check.
You can check it in GCS. If
Hold
it's
up.
0 on...
All of my hit locations say they have 0 damage resistance, but I definitely have armor that covers multiple parts of the body.
It's weird.
Let's see. This one. Viking. I didn't have GCS open already. 'Cause I think I need to. Gotta launch.
Problem.
All right.
That's your layered cloth armor heavy, I think.
And layered cloth armor heavy. Yeah, it doesn't specify arms.
I guess it doesn't then.
Yeah, even though I intended to, but I don't have
You
it.
can
so I
fix
don't
it
have
later. But on the bright side, that's not enough damage to cripple your arm.
Yeah.
He stabs you in your bulging bicep. And yeah, he'll probably die next turn. You glower down at him, and he's like, "Oh shit! You shouldn't have done that."
Yep,
Well,
that's me. You might be wondering how I got here.
I took my 4 damage here.
But with those damage rolls you did, I'll give Voland a +2 on his strategy roll.
Yeah, I kind of rolled like crazy there.
Mm-hmm.
So you
All right. And then Thragnar.
So the archers are otherwise occupied right now by Yorick's-men, right?
Yep.
I'll return shortly.
Okay.
How
far am I from the melee then? I assume not too
You can
far,
be as
right?
far as you like. These rounds are 15 minutes long, so you can reposition freely.
Oh shit! All right. Honestly, at this point, I might just at the other end from Yorick's men, just charge him with axe and shield.
Oh, you're gonna go into melee.
Tempted to. Hmm.
Do it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll join up with Yorick's men on the other side, but for now, we've got their line in a decent spot. So yeah, I will push forward. And again, does this count as a hero roll, like the +2 kind of deal?
Yeah.
Hmm. That's dangerous.
Are you coming from behind friendly lines, or are you trying to flank them?
We're trying to flank them, so they're currently occupied with Yorick's men, right? Try and hit them from the side, and
yeah. Okay.
I'm kind of worried here.
You'll be fine.
Yes, yeah, you know, I got Sue nearby. She won't want me to die, right? Yeah, fuck it. The choice has been made.
Alright, so you're going in.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying quiet about it though. Like I'm not gonna be screaming, running towards them. I'm gonna hopefully get right up on them and cave ahead. And...
Going to quietly splash the water and come up from behind.
Splash, 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 splash.
Roll your stealth
Okay.
-3.
5 billion. Yeah, I'll just. Oh,
Actually,
really?
no.
Oh, shit.
-4.
It's actually a roll. Oh god. All right. Damn it.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just charging in.
So you charge in, defend, block an arrow. One of them shoots an arrow at you. Defend against
So
it.
just parry.
You have a shield, right?
Yes.
Yeah, use your shield. Block.
Where is the battle thing? That's your parry, just roll shield.
Well, it's like on your shield there should be a block stat.
No, it just says level then parry. But there's block. Fucking hell, I am. I'm fine.
Nice. Okay. So the archer's bowstring snaps, and you block, right? As you know, because that's an excellent roll. You block. You rush straight up to him, and basically knock him onto the ground, with a shield bash.
Sweet.
Roll an attack.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. Roll damage. You cannot defend against that, considering what you've just done to the man.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
It's a
That's
bad
a
day.
lot of damage.
Can we have you stabbing people more often?
No, I'm a better archer.
That hurts him on the. You know what? With that crit roll.
Shit, it was a bandit leader.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Assassinated the officer, guys.
He was
You just
talking away from
happened.
battle real.
I mean, hey, this Volan did try to kill the officer. He just didn't think you'd do this.
I'll take it.
Yep.
You just happened to have come up against the bandit leader, and you hit him. 12 is what? Is that a leg? I think. The left arm. You chop his left arm off. Straight through it. One clean blow. And he screams. That will be a +1 for Voland. All right. So that's Ragnar. Voland's leading, so he doesn't do anything. And then, he doesn't do nothing. What risk is Voland taking as a leader?
I was gonna say he's in the fucking front.
All right, so probably +2.
Yeah.
And then Is Zipper Giesel back yet?
I am, yeah.
Right. What are you up to?
Well, I've knocked out these two guys.
Yep.
I'm not going to risk that again. So I'm just going to shoot my bow at some of the archers, or maybe into the side of the enemy shield line.
Okay. How far away do you want to shoot from?
Like the other edge of the water.
Just give me a distance.
I don't know.
Basically, I'm asking you to choose your range modifier because it's the same one that they're going to have when they shoot back at you.
Okay, let's go for like 15 yards.
All right.
Oh, he brave.
-5 for range. You can have as much time as you like to aim.
So basically, as much accuracy as I'm allowed.
Uh-huh. Which should be your weapons accuracy plus 2. And then you can do an all-out attack for a +1 if you like, but then you can't dodge.
I will stick on dodging. Okay. You. Oh, missed by 1.
Seeing as
Should
you're...
have done that all-out attack.
Yeah. Close one. And now they're going to shoot back. So
I will attempt to dodge.
Oh, I'm sure you
I
will.
peeked out from behind a tree, shot an arrow, and it failed, so I went back behind cover.
But they have to shoot you first. -5 for
Unacceptable, honestly.
range. And then they have their accuracy.
There is a modifier for ducking out of cover. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing a snapshot.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
Right
it's
now, but yeah.
-2.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, I'll do that next time. Haha.
You're lucky he didn't do a fucking decisive attack.
Neither of us are committed to this fight. We're just shooting arrows at each other. Chill, in a
Like
chill
that
vibe
one
manner.
scene from what's that movie? Naked Gun, where you've got like the two
Yeah.
guys 5 feet away
Yeah,
shooting
behind
each
you.
other with pistols.
Yeah.
Hide behind
exactly
garbage
that.
cans.
And then what is Yorick up to? Yorick and Sib. I'll let you choose one, because it occurs to me it's not fair to let you have two
Well, I've
significant actions.
specifically not done like elaborate things just for this reason.
Yeah.
I'll put game any of it out. Yorick's gonna push the offensive.
All right. So you're at the front. Go ahead and let's see. We'll say that after the line has formed, the enemy line in front of your men, you try and break their formation with a push, I suppose. Actually, let's do that. Yes, literally a push. Roll your strength.
My strength?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You smack your shield up against the other guy's shield. Oh, that's a shame.
I've actually got pretty high strength.
Yeah. So you charge into him. He meets your shield with his, and you shove against each other for a moment. But you aren't able to overpower him. And then he takes a swing at you. Roll a defense. How?
Oh, this is awkward.
Yes. So he tries to stab you kind of like between, like underneath the shields. And
Oh, yeah.
you jerk your shield down, knock his sword out of his hand, and then while he's imbalanced, you shove again, and he falls back. And you step into his place.
Just as planned.
Mm-hmm. Stab down at him. Roll an attack.
He is prone. Does that help me? No, that negative's on
No.
him.
Yeah, negatives on him.
I will stab at him, and I will, since he's prone, I will stab at his vitals.
Fucking gross.
Really make any real difference here, but I will anyway because yes.
Just going for the tube centers.
I'll do what's the thing? Telegraphic. There we go.
Okay, telegraph. Yeah, there you go. The thing.
Should have remembered that shit, yeah.
Okay, you make
Oh,
it.
that was lucky.
He'll try to dodge, but probably fail, considering
did
the
do so,
situation. Yeah, that's true. What is it? It's like a -3. Posture. There it is. Oh my lord. Oh no, there it is. -3, and then he gets a +2 because of your telegraphic. Nope.
Hey,
All right,
bitch.
roll damage.
Okay, and thrust damage. What the fuck? There. Great.
Nice.
Lucky that was in the vitals.
Wait, crushing.
Hmm.
Do you not
Roll
have?
So,
Oh,
I
I
used
see.
broadsword thrust.
It doesn't have a stabbing point, so you can't actually target the
Oh,
vitals.
motherfucker! Oh, I mean, I've got a short sword as well. Could I ever use that?
Yeah, you could use your short sword.
can
Which
cut damage target vitals?
no.
Is it only impale and PI?
It has to be piercing or impaling. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what 12 points of damage. I
Yeah,
think.
it's times 3, right?
Yeah, ×3. Yeah, he's dead. You stab him in the heart. After your brief
Hey,
wrestle. Yep. You knock him down, step on basically into his position, stab him in the heart. And yeah, your men follow up behind you and push the enemy formation back. That'll be a +1. For Voland.
He's obviously shouting something very mean and rude.
Yeah. And I think
I'm a minute,
that's
you're rude.
everybody.
Fury is my sister.
Oh god, fuck off, Kumo.
That's any blazing zone.
So now for the strategy roll.
Yeah, to be fair, Frederick did it once.
Mm-hmm.
So you've
What are
got
the odds?
a +2 from Steinhilder,
Mm-hmm.
a +1 from Thragnar, a +1 from Yorick.
Yep.
Nothing
They're
from
probably
Edric
negatives
Giesel.
because they're weirdest down.
So that's +4. Now here's what happens. Since their leader is down, they don't get to choose any strategy. Instead, they have to choose rally, which is a -2, and they also just has to be some random fucking bandit who doesn't have tactic skill. So he's rolling like intelligence -8 or something.
Shit,
Okay.
yeah, assassination is the way forward. Kill the officer.
Literally standing there in the center of the battle going,
Yeah,
I
This
guess
is
I'm in
mine,
charge
God.
now.
Stop that one, no. Get him.
Can Ebrigizal roll it? He's pretty clever. He's got tactics.
only the commander
Just
of the
takes
fort.
control
so
of
you want to
bandit.
take control of the bandits? That I
And then
mean,
and then order them
how
to
he
surrender.
dies.
Or retreat, yeah.
you
That is something to
honestly,
do on a turn, yeah.
yeah, you could try that.
You're already
You-
disguised as one, potentially.
I am already disguised as one, yeah.
You have leadership.
I do, yeah. Would
Okay.
I have to
He's
make
gonna
like
get
an
fucked down
acting
by one
roll
of our
to
guys.
convince them that
Yes.
I'm one of...
First roll your acting. Oh, my lord. Okay. So
Okay.
They're like, hold up,
Wow,
that is
that's-
actually our commander. That's the guy.
It's 2 in 1 round. Oh my
All
god.
right. You perfectly capture the mannerisms and way of speaking of the commander, even though you don't sound like him and you don't exactly look like him. Like, absolutely on point. Roll your it's leadership -2 in order to rally a confused force. So that's what you're rolling.
I have a new
Oh
target.
no. Failed to
Okay,
rally them.
So you don't rally them, but you are now in command of them.
Nice.
Can you just
Uh,
order a route now? I think
no,
we've
we-
discovered the true combo to take out every army here.
Take
It's
out
just
the army and
acting
then
all
just
the way.
shove Ebrigizal into his place.
Yeah.
Acting and diplomacy will win us every battle.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, I guess you can just choose to
Order them
fail
to surrender.
the command roll here. Well, you can't order them to surrender yet because they're disorganized.
Ah.
But Voland
Could
can
he
make
could he pull a what's his name? The guy from Lord of the Rings who is like, the city has fallen, every man for himself.
Next turn.
Okay.
So Volan can roll his strategy roll, which is with what, +4?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think +2 because of your risk.
Oh, yeah,
it's
okay,
10
that
for
+2
the
then.
All right, so made by 7, and they are going to roll one of these bandits IQ -8. All right, he needs a 3. I'm just going to roll 3d6. Fails by 11. So that's 16 margin of victory. Okay, now we're cooking. They take 35% casualties. You take 0% casualties, and you also gain +3 position bonus. So,
Oh, nice.
your men basically have the bandits surrounded on their little island. You've gotten past the stakes already, past the little defenses that they set up. And now, yeah, that's the end of the second round. So, third round, Ebergiesel can just order a fucking retreat if he'd like.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Or
So,
surrender.
we've got two options here because they still aren't rallied. So, you can't order a surrender or like an orderly retreat. All you can do is flee, run for your lives, every man for himself, unless you can rally them.
No, I'm gonna go with flee. Everyone, run, break
Yeah.
formation, flee into the swamp.
Yeah. So, everybody else in the party,
Oh.
like everyone that's been fighting in the front lines, blood-soaked, mud on their faces, panting, exhausted, and then you just see Ebergiesel in the middle of the group screaming, "Run! Run! You're doomed!" And all the bandits throw their
Run.
arms down and try to run.
And since they're mostly surrounded, it's probably just gonna
They
be a
can, yeah.
massacre.
Can I instead of just saying run, can I specifically be like, flee to the next camp? You know where to go. I'll meet you there, and then we just track them.
Yeah, you could say that.
I will say that.
All right.
What's the
So
last
let's
camp we
see.
burnt down?
Now, Voland, you need to roll to see if you can keep your men from pursuing. Like, you need to roll to see if you can take charge as the battle's ending, right?
Yeah.
/ just regular leadership.
That was a quick draw meme there.
Nice. Do you want to pursue or hold the field and tend your casualties?
Yeah, I'm just pursuing them.
All right.
Seems there to deal with the casualties. We're gonna kill as many bandits as we can.
So let's see. That's an extra 5% casualties for pursuing. And they took 35 already, so they're at 50% casualties. Yes. You kill half of them. Half of the bandits get away. Just kind of scamper off into the swamp and they scatter, dropping all their weapons. The other half are dead or dying on the island. And you have taken
10%.
Yes. 10% casualties because it was, or wasn't it 15? How much did you fail that first one by? I'll trust you. You take
20.
notes. You take 10% casualties.
Yeah, I have. We lost 10%. They lost 5% for the first round.
That's right.
Then
And
the
since
second
you-
round, their guy was dead. So
Yeah. And since you win, your casualties are halved. So you've taken 5% casualties.
just like one guy.
Oh, there's what,
Sure.
30 men?
Yeah.
1/20th of 30 is what, 2 guys or something?
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah, all right. One guy.
We lost our quartermaster and a midget.
One guy died and one guy's injured.
So you're down to 28 men.
No.
That was actually, there was a moment where I thought that might have gone another way. because that initial
Yeah.
round did not go
And
as
then
planned.
Ebrigiesel took control of the entire enemy army after we'd assassinated them.
Completely
that
by
was-
accident as well.
That was poetic. So,
Very-
that'll
What's
be a
this guy
great story.
walking?
hmm
Is this bandit leader walk obviously different from the other bandits?
He's just, he doesn't look. He looks like a regular bandit. He's just a little smarter, a little better dressed.
Okay. Is he dead yet?
Yes, you cut his arm off.
Okay. I mean, you never know. Some people survive with their arms missing for a little bit. Shit. Oh, yeah, no, I guess.
Like starfish. A new person can grow to that arm.
I guess Ragnar for the moment is just, one hand on the axial, one on his shield, just like, yeah!
Mm-hmm.
The other man. But then the whole scene begins.
The men all cheer just like a mountain blade.
Yeah.
You did take one casualty. Poor Rudolph.
Poor Pippin.
He was taken out by an arrow to the knee as they were rushing across the river. He fell face forward.
And then he drowned.
Yes.
Right.
Very sad.
We shouldn't have brought the guy without arms into combat. Somebody should have flagged that one.
Ebrigiesel.
Should have at least attached a sword to his head so he can input.
And a few others
Yeah.
got wounded, including Stainhilder.
Rip Stainhilder. We'll remember you well.
Yeah. Sinhilder's actually part of those casualty numbers there then.
Yeah. It's a 0.5.
Let's see, as for looting,
Yeah, I'll search my kill.
hang on.
Sinhilder's gonna get her axe back.
You get loot based on how many enemies there were, don't you?
Yes.
There's
Make
somebody
sure to
with
take
an
two-
axe
make
in their chest, and I need it back.
Make sure to
get your
take.
axe back.
I'm just hoping
Make
for a
sure
letter. I'm just hoping for a letter that says, "Oh, we're going to regroup at this place."
You don't see anything like that.
I got a refund.
What
Damn it.
what is Ebrigiesel trying to say desperately?
I was going to say, make sure you take 2 off the number because I'm sure Nordbert has stripped those 2 bandits of anything valuable.
All right. Let's
The
see.
Nobbers are got them naked in the swamp.
Yeah.
I take care of the survivors.
Ebrigiesel will raise his hand and go, well, funny
yeah,
you
sure.
should ask that. And then we'll lead whoever it is over to the 2 dudes that are unconscious over here outside the camp, just by a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, Sue.
And then
I'm
Ebrigiesel's
actually-
excitedly going to go to Nordbert and be like, did you see me? Did you see me?
Norbert
They were
nods.
totally
Yes.
confused.
You made a very
Well done, my
convincing-
lord.
A very convincing bandit, my lord. I'm sure your mother would have been proud.
Are you
Ouch.
mocking me, Nordbert?
Never, my lord.
Ah, brilliant. I was worried for a second.
All right, let's see. So this time, the loot will be a little different because there was archers. Oh wait, no, archers cost just as much to raise as light infantry.
Amazing.
Do you remember how much loot I gave you last time? It's going to be the same amount.
4,000.
-2.
What?
Well, the 2 archers that I pulled away, they're my loot. I get them. Well, Nordbert gets them.
I mean, effectively, it's still the same number of elements. It's too detailed.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
What was it, Jamie?
Last time I got 181, which is 2 shares.
All right, great. So you get another 181, and everybody else gets
90.5.
90. 90,
Okay.
Okay.
as far as loot goes. Honestly, your men are ecstatic, right? Because, like, This is the richest. This is more money, more wealth than they ever thought they'd see. They're having a great time. I know,
Everyone should sit
like,
down on a fucking log and just take the praises.
yep. There's a lot
Where
of.
do you indicate money, by the way?
I just tried to
I have it on a Google Doc.
Yeah, I'm recording
Take to
because
the
it's
notes,
not like
yeah.
straight money. It's barter and scrap and stuff of value. So I just have that recorded separate.
Oh, how much did we get each?
180,
90.
he said?
90.
90? Okay.
Volan gets 180 because he gets 2 shares as the leader.
Swimming.
Also,
This-
you absolutely have the equipment to train an element of archers now.
Oh shit. Can't hang out my cabin to do nothing anymore. Oh no.
So yeah, there's a lot of congratulations going around. You know, despite the rain, which has been kind of steadily increasing. Everybody's like having a great time. You know,
Morale is at an all-time high.
there's a lot of stories that you can kind of overhear as you're walking through the camp. You know, where people talking about the bandits they cut down, and you hear some people going like, "Oh, I thought it wasn't gonna work." You know, after we came across that river, I thought we might have been done for, but for some reason, the bandits just completely broke and we cut them down.
See, they're Marines, so the river shouldn't be any issue to them at all.
Mm-hmm.
They're not very good Marines. Every time someone mentions like their morale just broke, Ebrigiesel will wander over and perfectly imitate the leader of the bandits and say, "I have no idea how that could have happened." Truly, it is a mystery in the bandit's voice.
Is there anything of note on the Weeder Bandit?
No.
Okay.
Stenhilder, by the way, will go to Civ for medical attention as soon as possible.
Oh shit.
This is Tech 3. This is gonna suck.
I mean, you have the healing room, right?
Well, I'm not gonna do magic here, man. No, yeah. I've got 5 FP. If I throw a spell, I'm gonna faint.
Throw a spell to it.
Ragnar will carry you.
I don't want to be fainted. There you go. That's the best I can do.
Yeah.
And then actually I do get to treat shock, which...
Yeah, that's for stopping bleeding. And then she
yes.
gets to treat shock.
What is this? After bandaging, you must keep the victim warm, comfortable, and still. After turn first aid, table, you may roll against first aid skill. Alright, not a success. Oh, okay. Not just the same thing. Oh boy. There you go.
So what do these numbers mean?
You've
You
got
got
a
2
total of 1
HP.
HP. 2?
Oh, 2?
Minimum of 1 on shock. Right, you've got 2
Yeah.
HP back.
Okay.
Ebrigiesel writes a short poem detailing the events of the battle. It is met with standard affair. People are like, "Yeah, it's okay."
Well, they like it a little better because it included them, right?
Mm.
It's a good poem, but not very memorable.
In the end, it is a poem about attacking some bandits in a swamp.
Yeah, true, true. I like to imagine that Ebrikiesel's complaining about it, and you just tell him, "Well, it is about fighting bandits in a swamp." And he's like, "You know what? It's a good point." That
So
just
now
means we need to do something suitably epic, so I can write a better poem next time.
Oh,
No. I'm
You-
going to be right back. Like
Okay.
10 minutes.
You
my
cleared out?
microphone unplugged.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, you have been talking all this time, have you?
So,
Yep.
Roland,
I thought you were
shit,
just
right?
ignoring me.
Oh
No.
god, no, we're not that bad. Come on. So, Roland,
Hmm.
what do we do now? Do we hunt down the other bandits, or do we call it today's work? Well, a week's work.
This was the last
I'd say
battle.
we're done fighting bandits. We are going to ambush our own caravans, but not take anything. Call it a routine inspection.
It works.
Right. Well, if we can find whoever is leaving loot boxes for the bandits, then we solve a lot of issues.
We're just going to look for some obviously ambushable caravans. Or
Any caravan is ambushable.
then how did you? Then again, yes. Is there anything in their camp that will tell them where to go next?
From the man we had captured, who is now fighting alongside us, he
Oh, can
said
we
that
interrogate the two new
it
guys?
was so.
We could interrogate the two new guys.
I wouldn't.
He said that it was random chance whether they met one of these strangers or not.
Yeah, we've got two more people. There's maybe one of them has seen them.
Hmm. Well, suppose we shall interrogate the soon-to-be dead men.
So they're what? Tied up to a tree, I think.
Something like that.
They are tied up somewhere, being watched by Nordbert.
Who's already sniffing about?
How do you want to approach this?
I
They,
figure I'm just going to ask them frankly.
What are you gonna ask them?
Well, Volan is going to walk up and cross his arms and you ambush caravans, yes?
They look at each other, and then one of them goes, "No."
Okay,
That's-
can I detect lies?
He's lying.
Okay, good. I'll look at the other guy.
Stab the
Will
first
he
guy.
say anything?
So you look at him, and he doesn't seem like he's gonna say anything at first, and then the first guy kind of like nudges him with his elbow, and then the second guy's like, "No, we don't do that."
Right, so what are you doing here then?
They exchange a look, and then one of them says, "Camping."
Right. An awful
Yorick,
lot of loot for just two guys out camping.
Oh, there was more than two of us, my lord.
Was being the key word. And very willing to fight if you were just camping.
They again exchange looks, and then the first one says, "Surely you would also fight if someone randomly ambushed your camp, my lord?"
Yes, but we are soldiers. Okay,
Ebrigida leaning
you're
against the
let's
tree.
try this. Let's try this again.
standing next
If you
to
don't
Volan,
tell me
Yorick-
what okay.
No, Yorick just shakes his head and says, "You're a bandit. We're gonna hang you if you don't cooperate."
Roll intimidation.
Does it seem more credible because he'll actually do it? No, that's fine.
You have to detect lies to see if you're lying first.
Yeah, roll it. Oh,
You're definitely lying. You never hurt a fly. You're the most kind man they've ever met.
well,
I
it's not an
suppose-
All right.
It's just not convincing.
Yeah, they aren't super intimidated because I guess you're all wet and muddy and tired, maybe.
Kind of cute.
Right,
looking.
well, I'm gonna take out a knife and fucking stab a guy in the leg.
Ooh, yes, who approves? Brandon does actually.
And the one that you stab screams, and he goes, "Oh, why did you do that?"
Because you're lying.
Maybe.
Okay, well, tell me the truth and I won't stab your other leg.
The one that you didn't stab leans over, and he's like, "We're just camping." And then the other
I'm
one
going
that you-
to ask for somebody's knife.
the
Yeah.
one that you did stab kind of shakes his head, and he's like, "No, you're right. We're bandits. It's true."
Right. And when you were raiding caravans, there was men that left packages for you.
the one that you didn't stab says, "No, that's not true," and the one that you did stab kind of like shoves the other one with his shoulder, and he's like, "Shut up! They're going to stab me," and he's like, "I don't
Again.
know. We didn't do anything. Don't listen to anything he says. He's mad." And then the
Yorick
one
is
that you
kicking
stabbed
the balls.
says, "Wait, what did you ask him?"
Yorick is just gonna.
That's
kick
what
the
he
guy
says. Wait, what did
who's
you ask me?
in the balls.
What did you do to
Oh,
someone's balls?
Yorick is kicking the guy who wasn't stabbed, the guy who's still lying in the balls.
Oh, okay. He whines and falls over and just kind of crumples up in the mud for a while. And then the one that was stabbed, he says, "Yes, we've been getting the loot boxes."
Right. Who's been leaving them for you?
He kind of shrugs and he's like, "I don't know, my lord. It's a different person every time, but they do fulfill me with a sense of pride and accomplishment."
Good for you. Do you know how often they do this?
Um, I've seen two loot boxes this past month.
And how do you spot a caravan that contains a loot box?
He shrugs. "You can't really tell, my lord. You just hit all of them." As a matter of fact, I think that's part of the engagement. It's part of what drives the engagement.
Shut
right?
up or I'm
Is
going to
by-
stab you.
Oh, he shuts up.
Alright. In Norse, I'm going to look to Stenhilder and Dragnar. And is Siv nearby? I'll take that as a no. And he'll go, right, these men are as useless as the last one. Just take them to Siv. Maybe she can make use of them.
will do. Yoo-hoo, soo-hoo.
Shaq here.
Yeah, I'm just turning Sue
guess
into a
not.
comically evil person when she's
Yeah.
not.
He said
Face
cruel in the
Yeah.
book.
You
Yeah.
drag
Yeah.
as you're dragging them off to Civ. One of them is shouting, trying to explain how loot boxes aren't gambling. It's
Oh.
not gambling.
Oh god.
Yeah, I guess we.
Influence roll.
Yeah, there's your two prisoners interrogation complete. Unless you wanted to ask some other questions.
No, I think they've given us about as much as they can.
Yeah, we're gonna start a new line of questioning at this point.
Well, I think we have a fairly solid plan that's been laid out for a couple of days at this point.
Wiped out most of them, if not all. Well, not all of them, obviously.
So we're not
most of
talking
them.
about the bandit. We're
No, yeah,
trying to
no.
find the guys leaving the fucking loot boxes. We're trying
Yeah.
to kill EA.
We've dealt with the main problem, which was the bandits. Now it's finding out the guy who's on the inside. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what is the plan now? We each embed ourselves into a caravan and try to find this chest with extra gear, and who drops it
No,
off?
we raid the caravans.
We raid the caravans ourselves.
Yes, set up along a certain point in the road. Every caravan we come across, we pop out, yell surprise, and then get them to put their hands up. And then afterwards, if there's no loot box handed to us, we say, okay, that was a routine inspection. Good on you for not fighting and putting up a resistance, because live men who can do logistics are much more valuable than a couple carts of grain.
And if we find out, if we do find one that's putting in a loot box, we ask them who drops it off, and then we go from there, yes?
We take him with us and we convince him to tell us who he works for and his collaborators.
Honestly, sounds like fun.
I'm back.
Hello, you have two men.
Yes, Civ has two men.
Nice.
2 men, 1 Civ.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, we're just taking these prisoners.
Hey,
Not even...
you fucking owed.
Don't come here and pretend you did a good thing for us.
I gave you 2 guys. I only owed you 1,
You
bitch.
took one, and then you made the inconvenience, which is the other one. So we're
Yeah,
even.
that's why I paid. Yeah, exactly. So we're even.
But don't come here and tell us you're welcome. You didn't do us a favor. You just delayed us.
Incorrect.
We're gonna have to wait 4 days
These poor
What do you
guys.
mean 4 days?
until Wednesday. It was a Friday when you
Oh,
stole the
God.
passport, which is a good day. And now I'm gonna have to wait till Wednesday to do the next thing.
Don't be a baby.
I mean, it is some.
Roll your bad
You know,
temper.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, shit.
You fucking bad.
What did I miss?
Uh,
Yeah, being all cocky as if he did us a favor.
Civ and Evergeezel are.
No.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Splitting cats.
Yeah, she just looks at him, shakes her head.
I mean, it's only the natural order of things for Civ to get into an argument with somebody.
Especially a Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you do her a disservice. She just doesn't like Christians. She's not a sociopath. She doesn't murder people left and right. She only kills Christians, and they deserve it because they're not humans.
Oh, she is a very discriminatory serial killer.
Yes.
Mm.
So are you guys.
So, I suppose you'll head down and set up on a road or something.
Yeah. Which, same road, I suppose. Yeah, the road just south of us.
So you spend most of the day until like what, midday? Yeah, till about midday. Marching. You get to the road and then you fucking wait. So
Yep. Send scouts a little bit up so we're not,
Oh.
completely on our fucking laurels when a caravan just happens to go past.
the rain does clear.
Sounds
Civ
good.
goes,
So let me get this plan straight. You're going to wait for a caravan to come up, and then you're going to ambush it.
Like one of our caravans?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to find a loot box, and you get the loot boxes by ambushing caravans.
Yeah, I mean, if we embed ourselves with the caravan, quote unquote, nobody's gonna tell us shit. Like, you don't just go around to being like, hey, you wouldn't happen to be leaving, loot boxes around just in case we were ambushed as reward for the bandits, would you? Then they'd be like, oh yeah, actually, that was me.
We could speak to the quartermaster and find out which caravans are leaving when.
That's a march all the way back to Beaufort, though. You could just wait.
Mm.
this is fine. It's a fine plan.
So you camp out for the day. No caravans pass today. Let
Hilda,
me
hold
get.
your roll your health.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
roll your health when you sleep.
Infection.
Nah, it's for natural healing, which she'll probably pass because she has high health.
Yes, Sinhilder is very healthy.
Yeah, so that
Can
gives
I
you
have-
another HP.
Can I restore my napping?
Oh yeah, you recover from your bad sleep.
It feels a lot better now.
We are recovered from bad sleep.
Yes. It stopped raining. You got out of the swamp. You're able to clean yourselves up some and set up a proper camp and proper ground. So you wait on the roadside on Monday, and no caravans come by. You wait on the roadside on Tuesday. There is some like traffic, right? Foot traffic. Farmers kind of going back and forth about their business to the market or over to visit friends or whatnot. Sometimes a messenger riding on horseback. Sometimes
stop them all?
pilgrims or other travelers. You want to stop them all.
No, stop the messenger, because if we're waiting on the wrong road because the army has moved, that'd be kind of stupid. So we'd like to.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you stop the messenger. He's just carrying basically a supplies request list.
Messages?
Yes. The army
Okay.
does not seem to have moved, or at least it hasn't moved anywhere that you would have to move in order to meet new caravans.
Good, so we are in the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
no
just,
caravans come by on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, a caravan does approach.
While
Easily
Civ is
spotted.
executing some people.
The day of the Lord.
Easily spotted by your scouts. You are able to set up an ambush. Okay. How do you
Yeah,
want to do
cool.
this ambush? Are you going to like rush
I'm not going
down?
to. I don't want to kill anybody.
Yeah, because the caravan has
I
guards.
want to.
Concentric circles.
I guess it's
Yeah,
like throwing aggression
um,
so they don't get it. Sorry.
Yeah,
How are we
I
gonna-
want to.
How are we gonna know if there's a loot box or not?
That's why we're gonna ambush them.
We don't find it.
Everybody we have captured and interrogated says that you don't know there's a loot box until you ambush it, and then a guy in it is like, yeah, actually, in the tree, in the fucking forest, 3 paces from the biggest oak tree, there's a box hidden in the floor, and it has like, I don't know, pastels.
Okay.
So we're waiting in ambush to see if we can get somebody to tell us where the loot boxes are after we ambush the caravan, and then take them, and from there we can dismantle the network.
Yeah. So a caravan comes by, and you, I suppose you just kind of come out of the trees ominously and surround them.
Yeah,
And
I mean, we have a bunch of bows. We can, do a show of force, even though nobody knows how to use a bow.
yeah,
Point all the bows at them, have a bunch of dudes pop out from behind the trees, and be like, hey,
yes.
You should
jigs up, don't fight.
Who's gonna do the talking here? Who's the one that's going to step dramatically out onto the road?
Frankie
That'll
will.
be
have a
me.
feeling that, yeah.
Dramatically stepping out onto the road. Perfect. I'll do the exact same thing I did with the others.
Yes. The first time you ambushed them on this very road.
Yep. In the same spot. I step off the same ridgeline. It's perfect.
So yeah, a
Crumbles away and you
caravan
fall on
comes
your
by,
face.
and the Marines all posture, they knock arrows to their bows that they don't know how to use, so they don't draw them, they just knock them, and then Ebergiesel steps out dramatically into the middle of the road as the caravan comes to a halt, and there's a few guards, uh, soldiers in armor and with weapons, but certainly not enough to defeat you. So they just kind of take up defensive, wary positions with their shields up. And yes,
No, go on, go on.
all right. So, the front of the caravan, wagon drawn by oxen, and there's the caravan master, I suppose. He kind of looks around, he sighs, and he looks up at Evergeesel, and just kind of leans back and crosses his arms.
Oh, crosses his arms, eh?
He's brave, I'll give him that.
Interesting. Ebrageezer will motion to all of the guys up on the hill with their bows and quite confidently proclaim, you are surrounded. Lay down your weapons, down on the floor. We'll be taking these supplies and we'll be leaving, and no one has to get hurt.
Man, the caravan master kind of arches a brow. I say, no, he wasn't. Okay, never mind. Is the rest of the party visible?
I
Yeah,
would
the
not be,
Vikings
because we are,
You're recognizable.
fairly famous. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd be with Volans. I'd probably have a bow, but I'd probably it pulled back, but not aiming. So.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So the caravan master gestures to the guards, and he's like, "All right, lay him down. Let's get this over with quickly." He's kind of like
Quickly.
grumbling under his breath as he climbs down off of his cart, and the guards lay their weapons down, and yeah, the caravan
So,
is
how did the
disarmed.
bandits describe this whole thing? They went down to, they were looting the caravan. Did someone approach them? Did they mention it?
Yeah.
I don't.
Like, did they?
One
They were
of
like,
the-
oh, we start looting, and then someone like sidles up to us and messages, or is it like you have to say a code phrase? Did they explain it at all?
No, there was no supposed code. Well, from what we've been told, there was no supposed code phrase. It's just one of the dudes kind of saddled up and was like, "Yeah, so there's a loot box out in the forest." Yeah,
Okay.
at least that's what I have anyway.
Ebrigiesel will motion to a few Marines,
Mhm.
and Nordbert probably, and be like, "All right, strip it," and then like motion them to go down, and then making a big show of him being the one, like the important one to talk to. He's gonna head down with Norbert watching his back, and just kind of start looking for like the good stuff, as it were.
Yeah, inspecting the goods.
Yeah.
Uh, do you want to actually look for good stuff?
Um. He'll make it look like he's looking for good stuff without actually giving a crap.
Okay. Roll acting. Close one.
Really glad I got that skill 14. That's the second time I've rolled exactly 14 for this.
So the Marines, about 10 of the Marines come down, and they're excited. Honestly, they're like, "Oh hell yeah, more loots!
Really?
This is great. I love working for these people." And they start unloading the carts, and they form like kind of a what's the word? Like a human chain, right? And they start
Yep.
passing shit over
Yep.
up to somewhere else, just looting. The caravan master is just kind of tapping his foot, like he seems very impatient to be done with all this, and then he kind of all of a sudden.
Ebrigiesel will look at him and be like, and like very clearly take note of the fact that he seems like this has happened many times before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The guard,
As a
when you do that,
footnote,
the caravan, yes.
weren't we told that our previous caravans they were slaughtered to a man?
Nope.
No.
No, okay. I don't know where I got that from them. Sorry.
I think
Like,
we were
okay,
talking a lot
that's-
about killing the bandits to a man.
You made it up.
Standing
My
up in the air by the
sources-
others who are not wanting to be identified, York is leaning against a tree and munching on an apple and goes, we could probably keep some of this loot.
So you said that the one of the guards was about to do something.
Yeah,
The
the
caravan
caravan master. He kind of like narrows his eyes, cocks his head, and looks at you, and he says, "Wait a minute. Did you ever Giesel, the youngest Engelbert?"
So Ebrigiesel doesn't have his tabard on, is covered in dirt, and did specifically not like fix his appearance for this bandit
Right.
raiding.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He doesn't recognize you. Yeah, so he doesn't say anything. He's just kind of waiting impatiently. So it takes a while to unload the caravan, right? You guys are just kind of waiting there, while you're looking over the goods, and one of the. Let me check something.
Do I see? As obviously, I'm not looking for anything specifically nice, but I will. Actually, now I do want to look for something nice to do this thing. Damn, I'm gonna point to one of the whatevers being carried away by the Marines, like something that looks kind of important.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna like near the end of us thing, I'm gonna be like, wait, and then I'm gonna motion them to bring that back, and I'm gonna look at the caravan master, and make a point of being like, this could have ended in bloodshed. You fought hard to save this, like with a knowing nod, and then I'll put that one item back in the caravan. Because otherwise the caravan dudes that have done nothing wrong are probably going to get punished. So.
Ah. Okay. Interesting. It was a sword, I have decided. A nice sword, a long sword, a sword that probably was going to be used by a noble.
There
The
you go. The noble will be happy.
caravan master seems confused by that, And he's like, no, we didn't.
Everett just shakes his head and mutters something about people having no sense for theatrics and does not comment any further.
Peter's not even invented yet in Europe. Oh, it's not brought to Europe yet.
Anyway, as you're doing that, mumbling, one of the guards comes up to you and says, kind of surreptitiously, hey, I know where you can find some more loot. Down in the woods.
Everett will lean in and be like, oh?
Yeah. Over by, the biggest oak tree. Just
The
three...
What the fuck?
Just 3 paces away from the biggest oak tree.
Some
He
fucking
gives you...
orc tier instructions.
He gives you some directions.
It's a RuneScape map quest.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Scroll.
Yeah, this is
Everett
not wait
looks
cruise
to the
for right
east.
now.
It's an entire oak forest.
Everett's just like, oh, I love this shit. So, the biggest oak tree. Say that again? One more time?
So, over to the south is a real big oak tree. It's the biggest oak tree in the woods. And 3 paces away, there's some loot buried in the dirt.
And Everett will nod, and then... Oh. Oh, I don't know which of these to roll. I feel like all of them are relevant.
I don't know, just pick one.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you can just.
I'm gonna
list
go with
what
this one.
you do and
Okay, cool. Everett will nod, clap the man on the shoulder, and be like, "Thank you." And then he'll turn around and be like, "We're done here," and then turn around and take a few steps away from the caravan.
Mm.
And then he'll nod at Nordbert, who is on the ridge,
Yes.
who has been waiting for the signal.
Mm.
And then he'll point his thumb back at the dude who just messaged him. And Norbert is waiting for the shot, and then he turns and goes, "Actually," to the camera, "one more thing." And that is the signal for Norbert to shoot the dude. Preferably in the
Shoot
leg
him?
or something.
So yeah, Norbert, Jesus Christ, did I give Norbert archery?
He should have archery. He's the one that trained fucking Everett Giesel in archery.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm assuming he's had lots of aiming time, and the dude doesn't know it's coming, you know.
Yeah. I'm going to add archery later to Norbert's sheet.
He should probably have
Because-
slightly better archery than me.
Yeah, because the only ranged weapon he has right now is throwing axes.
Anyway,
But
yeah,
yeah.
so Norbert shoots this dude, and obviously I'm
Yes.
assuming the caravan's paying attention because I've just gone one more thing very dramatically.
Yeah.
Good. These are caravans for Count Roding, right?
Huh?
So Everett will be, "Servants of Count Roding, you have been deceived," as this guard is assumingly going, "Ah, my leg."
Yes. Ow. Yes. He's been shot in the leg. Ah. He falls
"This
over.
man is a traitor.
What? No, I'm not.
Do not lie to me, sir. He is the one who has been calling the bandits down upon your caravans.
Why are you talking like that?
Norbert, take this man away." And then I'll kind of like signal and be like, "You can come out now," to the bandits. "We've got our man."
To the bandits? You mean
No,
like?
to the Vikings. To the Vikings. Blech.
Oh.
Who are the bandits in this scenario?
So you shot him?
Sea bandits.
He
sea
shot him
bandits.
in the leg.
Norbert shot him in the leg so he couldn't run away.
Oh.
And now he has made a big show of telling the caravan that this man is a traitor and he has been deceiving them and he is the reason for the caravan attacks.
And then he says, "Come out now," which is to you guys to like.
Yeah. All right. Well, Volan will come out and go You fucking shot him.
Ebrikisa will be like, of course. He would run otherwise. And then look to the camera and say, as you can see, this is Voland the Blue.
The caravan master seems surprised, but also still quite impatient.
Okay,
He
well-
kind of glances up at the sun, and he looks back down, and he's like, I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
Are you
I'm gonna-
robbing me, or?
No, we're not. It's a routine inspection.
Ebrikisa rolls his eyes at such an untheatrical.
The caravan master looks over at his empty wagons.
Yeah,
Did
man,
you
if
need
people
to...
would stop fucking butting it, I'm gonna tell the Marines to put the shit back on.
Okay.
I can't.
Ebrikisa will head up to the caravan master and give him a small piece of jewelry and be like, thanks for your cooperation.
He takes the jewelry.
I'm gonna point out 4 Marines and be like, carry this fucking piece of shit, and point at the guy on the ground with an arrow in his leg.
Yeah. There's a lot of groaning from the Marines as they realize they aren't getting to keep
Not
anything.
getting the loot.
And they start loading everything back up very sloppily. Absolutely not the same order that
Vigor
it
of
was in
taking
before.
it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can Ebrikisa coerce them to be a bit more neat about it and not be assholes to these caravan people?
Roll leadership. You can try.
It's Hilda.
That's me.
Frank is a very strange country.
It is. It only
So
gets stranger.
the Marines, you try and motivate them a little bit, and they stop verbally complaining.
That's good enough.
Yes. And the caravan master still seems very clueless, but after another half hour, everything's been loaded back up. His caravan is back in order, and you haul your prisoner away, and you just leave the caravan master standing in the woods, looking around like Lost Travolta, wondering what the fuck just happened.
He is truly an NPC.
He's been robbed several times, and it's never been like that. That was unprecedented.
So now, let's get this prisoner and let's have him make sure the largest oak, you say, in the south. Let's go find this treasure.
Yeah. He seems pretty nervous. And you, I suppose, disarm him and take his armor off because he was
Of course.
dressed as a warrior.
Yeah, you might have to, have somebody help him. He's been shot in the leg.
As we're walking, Ebrikisa will say in a very cheery and seemingly non-aggressive manner that the Vikings have no toleration for lying, and that they would kill a man if they had been deceived by one, just within earshot of this guy. And then completely unprompted, like a minute later, be like, "Is there anything you want to tell us, by the way?"
Yeah, when you say that, I assume we're talking to Nordbert or something, and
Yeah, like talking to Norbert or one
Yeah.
of the Marines or something.
He just likes the sound
Nordbert
of it.
will just be like, "Yes, my lord, they are savages, soulless heathens. Some
They've
of the
murdered
most-
many a man.
Yes. And quite known for hating Christians."
Ebrikisa will nod sagely and then be like, "Wait a second, me? They hate me?"
So it's pretty easy to find the loot box because he gave
told
you
you.
very clear instructions.
Hell
Yeah. And it's nice sunny day, no rain, no darkness, and these woods are well maintained. They're well maintained by Count Roding's gamesmen, so there's plenty of trails and whatnot to walk through. It takes you about 2 hours to find the spot. You go into the woods, and there it is, actually pretty sloppily buried. There is a little mound of dirt next to a significantly larger oak tree than all the other oak trees you've seen around here.
Well, good instructions. I'll give him that. Once we find the treasure, I'll probably say to Voland, like, this. I'm sure bringing this to Count Rodin will get you a sizable reward, or that he'll thank you, whatever. And then I'll go to this prisoner and be like, there's two options here. You can either stay loyal to whoever set you up for this, and most likely die before the week is out, or you can tell us everything you know about him. And
I'll tell you everything I know.
Enriquez will pause and be like, "Oh, that was easy. Are you lying to me?"
No, he seems confused. I could resist a little if you'd like.
Oh, it's the principle of the thing. You're the dastardly villain. You should put up a token effort.
There is a war going on, Ebergiesel. I'm sure you're aware.
Enriquez will wave his hand like, a minor skirmish.
I'm not a villain.
Okay, well, can you get on with it, or else we'll take
You're
over?
working with the villains. Just go count your gold, Voland. Oh wait, who's that? Was that Voland?
Yes, that was Voland.
Go count your gold, Voland. There's got a box of treasure. Go.
Okay, I don't understand why you think you're in charge here.
I'm not. I'm just talking to our prisoner.
Right, but you're offering him terms of surrender.
No.
And telling him his options.
Were those not his options?
The options are as I see fit. You're not in charge.
What options would you be giving?
That is irrelevant.
Fine. Sure. He'll put his hands up. And then he'll stand there and watch attentively, waiting to see what options you give him.
The prisoner looks between the two of you nervously, and he's like, I'm fine with either of your options.
No.
Well, you are going to tell us what you... The point of the matter is that you're not in charge.
In charge.
Oh my god.
Leads to Norbert, and he's very sensitive. People. He's not.
Norbert nods, and he says, "Yes, my lord, the heathens are known to be sensitive and quick to anger."
Nods sagely.
Did I hear that?
No, he was whispering to Vote. He was whispering to Norbert while he's told you to go ahead and you give the prisoner his options, and they just
Yeah, I'm just asking if I heard that, mate.
Nah, they're being quiet. I mean, you can roll to hear it if you'd like.
Okay. Right, well, I'm going to give the prisoner the exact same option.
All right. The prisoner says, "I'll tell you everything I know, or him, or really anyone."
Okay, well, go ahead.
Oh, hang on. He kind of looks up and takes a moment to compose his thoughts. Okay, so I met a man in Beauvord who paid me in order to tell any bandits who robbed this caravan that they could find a loot box here.
Loot box is now the official term.
It's in Frankish, so it's more like,
It's translated, yes.
It's a wealth barrel. It's a wealth barrel.
Wealth barrel.
And how did you meet said man?
Oh, well, I met him at the tavern.
Oh.
And did he introduce himself as...
No, my lord. He just offered me money for a job.
Alright, so you take jobs from men who you don't know?
All the time.
Not even a first name?
Well, yes. I don't even know your name, and I'm working for you, kind of, aren't I?
Absolutely not.
Ebergiesel will kind of be like, technically, you said you take a job from me, and you have no idea who I was.
It's true. I take a job from him too. If you paid me
I have
well.
lots of jobs. Can I get Roland? Can I have him to give him some jobs?
No.
He's
standing.
Right, and what did the man look like?
Well, he thinks he didn't sound like he was from around here. He had an accent. I think he might have been from Lotharingia. He was wearing a cloak, which I thought was very odd because it was a nice and sunny day. And we were indoors too, and the fire was going, so it was pretty warm. I didn't think there was really a need for a cloak. I actually was wearing a cloak when I went in, but I took it off because I felt it was a little too hot for a cloak. What was I talking about? Right. What does he
You were
look like?
describing what he looks like.
He had blonde hair and brown eyes. He was kind of tallish, a little lanky. The guard, the dude, the prisoner, nods a few times. Are you? Can you treat this this wound in my leg?
Right, I'll continue talking and we'll treat. And I will call Civ to come and treat this wound.
Civ is there.
Ebragiesel is going to idly comment as Civ is told to fix him. Voland, I guess. Oh no, he's gonna ask the prisoner. He's gonna so this man, he must have approached you knowing that you were guarding the caravans. Were you working as a guard for the caravans before he spoke with you?
Oh yes. I've worked with the caravaneers around here for a while now. In fact, I had just come in with a caravan coming from the east, and I was looking for more work.
East. Okay.
Did you see this man before or after the job at all? Before or after you were offered the job?
He thinks for a moment, and he says, I think I saw him in the tavern again later before leaving. But it's hard to tell because he's always wearing that cloak, even during such fine weather.
Do you think the cloak would make him
What color
smell?
cloak?
It was red.
Bruh, motherfucker's got a red cloak.
You're
The only person in the entire board that has a red cloak.
Yeah, I don't imagine that's very common.
Have
Have I seen anybody with a red cloak wandering around? I imagine I would take note considering I'm wearing a blue cloak. We're like natural enemies.
It's got a popped
wearing
collar
a
and
red
he's also wearing a crown and is a vampire.
Yeah, like Dracula.
Which it's just that
wearing a red cloak right over there.
a giant red cloak makes you look like a villain. Especially
yeah,
among
you have seen a few red cloaks in different shades, like dark reds, you know, not like bright reds,
Mm-hmm.
like a maroon.
Yeah.
Cool.
I suppose I will ask him to specify that. He's like, well, what shade of red? Bright red, dark red.
Fresh blood, dried blood.
I am also, by the way, standing right next to you guys with a red cloak on.
Yeah. You're a gun burst and Hilda are just looking at each other with the red cloaks on like, oh shit, we did it.
What's their hair color? What's their hair color?
No wonder none of you can sneak worth a damn. You've all got bright red
I
cloaks.
said as much. Sinhilder's hair is blonde.
Oh no, it's Senhilda.
What color eyes? What color eyes? Blue? Okay, we're safe.
The eyes were brown, he said. Brown eyes, blonde hair, a dark red cloak, tallish, lanky.
Did he just give you the money straight up to tell bandits this, or?
Yes.
Vorland,
Mm-hmm.
if we take this man back into Warlord and to that tavern, can he recognise him again and just point him out?
Perhaps that would work. I will look at the man and go, would you recognize him if you saw him?
Oh. Well, I don't know. Is he wearing his cloak or not?
Both options. You can give an answer for both.
I think maybe I could recognize him with the cloak. Probably not without the cloak. But he does wear the cloak a lot, so that shouldn't be a concern. I did think it was really weird how often he wears that cloak.
How many times have you seen this man?
Twice.
But yet you know he wears his cloak a lot.
Well, I've only seen him twice, and both times he was wearing a cloak, and it was odd both times because it was such a nice day.
Hmm.
Do you not think it might be suspicious if friend here heads back to Beauvord with an arrow in his leg, having just been taken away from the caravan he was working at? I feel like the rumors would circulate, and he would probably not be approached by the man again.
No, but if you walk into the tavern and the man happens to be there, then we've got him.
True. I was thinking I could simply wear my armor, head into the tavern, make a big deal about being a new caravan guard, but being disgruntled over the pay that Count Roding serves. I'm sure he'd approach me.
That would work as well. Would want to keep this man on retainer, so to speak, to verify the
Only,
identity.
of course, if you commanded Bolan.
Well, I'm glad that you finally see who's in charge.
Of course, he makes an overly theatrical bow. I live to serve. It's a lot of dice.
Fucking.
He just
About to get
gradually
cursed.
starts turning into fucking worm tongue here. Of course,
Every weasel.
Hmm?
Every weasel. Show
Every
respect or you
geezel.
piss. Every weasel. Show respect or
Geezel.
you'll piss blood till you die.
Excuse me?
Show respect.
You just called me a geezel. Norbert, what's a geezel?
She's trying to say her name.
Weasel.
No, I'm calling him a weasel.
Oh,
Norbert kind of leans over and he says, "My lord, I think the heathenist witch is both threatening and mocking you."
Every geezer will turn back to the witch and be like, threaten away.
Ryder's just grinning in the background.
I mean, she has two men to do whatever the fuck she wants with, so that's a fucking open promise there.
I said threaten away, not curse away. Very different things.
You can say whatever you want, she'll do as she pleases.
Well, I mean, not unless what she pleases is to pull down a under that.
You fucked up, man.
So now what?
So, what is the plan then? We go back to Boulevard, we find this red cloak man.
That is the idea.
Okay, we're taking this guy with us, or do we have everything we need to know?
Well, we can't just release him into the woods with a broken leg.
He's kind of useless, yeah.
Might as well bring him back, have him thrown in the dungeons, I suppose.
He
Or
was looking for a job.
Otherwise?
Already hired bandits.
where, dude? The guy sold out our side of the war.
And?
The prisoner kind of speaks up and he says, "No, I didn't. All I did was tell you guys about this box in the woods."
All right then.
What? Damn. This man's convincing.
So, are you taking me back to Beauvord?
Do you want to go back to Beauvord?
I mean, I'd like to not be left here in the woods with a wounded leg alone.
Sure,
That
you can
would
go with us.
be nice. Oh, good. That's a relief. I wasn't sure. I'm not really sure who's in charge here. So, can you help
I'm
me
in
out?
charge.
Oh, okay.
I
You're
will
in charge.
offer him a hand.
He reaches for your hand, and yeah, he kind of winces a little as you pull him up.
Is he capable of walking, or was he shot in like the kneecap?
Well, he can't walk on his own. You know, he'll need someone to support him. But just
Yeah.
one person
Well,
would be
we can
enough.
just put him in a cart too. We have some of those, right?
Yeah, you have
I
some
don't think so.
carts.
Do we? Oh, yeah, okay then.
Yeah, because you took carts from the bandits. Otherwise, what would you
Oh,
have
yeah, yeah.
been? Yeah, when you were looting the caravan, you had to be loading.
I thought we were
stuff
just
into
taking them off into the woods.
Poland,
Yeah,
I mean, there's
Mhm.
maybe, I don't know.
carts are expensive.
if he returns wounded, people are going to ask questions.
No.
Injured in the line of battle against a bandit attack. Plausible enough description, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Well, I believe we'll start our way back to Beaufort, and I'm going to go to the bathroom.
I also need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh yes, you begin the march to Beaufort.
Oh, we're going with him on the journey. Nice. Shit, man. I'm surprised only one of us got wounded in that big fight.
We are the legendary heroes. Well, you are the legendary heroes, the Vikings. I'm just like your poet.
Poet didn't even know it.
No, I definitely did know it. I'm actively writing poetry all the time.
God. Oh god. Furious typing.
I'm trying to find stuff.
By the way,
of everyone to get injured, I think this was the best person to get injured.
You're nearly good, aren't you?
yeah,
Yeah,
you're not crippled. Yeah, you're right.
I need
She's like
to-
1 health short or something.
You're
For some
tiny.
reason, I was walking around with the sleeveless gambeson, like showing off the gun show to everybody, but I need to put sleeves on.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Did anybody else leave to go pee?
I don't pee.
Okay.
My
Alright,
urine is
cool.
recycled through highly efficient secondary organs.
I pee when. Oh,
Nice.
what the fuck? Okay, that. Yeah. I pee when I'm not involved in something, so it's all good.
You march to Beaufort and you arrive on midday on Thursday. Hang on, I need to respond to a DM.
Is it my DM?
Did you fucking DM me? I know you did a while ago, I think.
Oh no, I typed out a DM to you and then deleted it because I didn't care.
Okay.
Well,
So you
I
arrive about
can-
at midday, yes?
works.
And yeah. Yeah. You're in Beaufort, you know, business as usual. People are going about their business. Your men are pleased to be back in town, to have a place to sell their loot and then spend their earnings and to tell stories in the tavern. You know, no doubt they'll be very popular. Probably spend some time at the brothel.
Was it the same tavern that was the Filthy Rock or the Dirty Rock?
Yeah, the Filthy Rock.
Well, if you guys want to go inside and work out who this man is, I can sit outside. Is it crowded today? Is it busy or is it quite nice and quiet?
Well, it's midday, so it's pretty busy right now.
Yeah, I'm
As,
back. I'm gonna need to go, though.
Same roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
Same roll, but yeah.
How long have we been
Sure.
playing?
About
Yeah.
3.5 hours.
Yeah, all right. Well, no problem if you want to go a little early. Are you going now?
I'd probably be within the next 10 minutes. I need to set stuff out for tomorrow.
All right.
Anyway, what was it? We just got back into town, was it?
Yes, you're in Beaufort. And your men have dispersed to, you know,
Yeah,
go
just before they disperse, I would like to tell them that, you know, form up in the square at noon tomorrow. I'll give them a
Okay.
little extra time to sleep in.
Yeah. They accept
Yeah,
your
they're getting
orders.
pissed.
Yeah, they're gonna go enjoy themselves.
Yorick, just before they dismiss, shouts at them, "Don't be drunk! Don't be too drunk."
They're going to be drunk.
Yeah, don't be too drunk, is what he said.
So, yeah, the tavern the guy was speaking of was the Filthy Rock.
Mhm.
So you
Well,
want to head straight there, or?
I don't think we should be seen doing, as Ebergiza pointed out.
Mhm.
I
So
feel like we should
Ebergiza.
go to a different tavern or somewhere else and just kind of hash out the details of a plan to ambush this guy. You know, people waiting on the street. I go in, try and find the dude, wait till he leaves, follow him, motion him out. You know, blah blah blah. Could be a good text RP.
Suppose so.
Civ would ask Stenhilda to accompany Civ to the glade.
Okay.
The Glade.
Yeah, the
God.
where that
Yeah,
glade.
yeah, it's important. Yeah, magic.
Yeah, magic stuff.
Magic stuff, just lady, girl talk.
Would Civ like any creatures of the woods or anything?
Yes, she
Uh-oh.
needs
She
ravens.
has 3 male prisoners.
No, I need ravens.
Okay, what are you doing with the guys?
Not people.
I just need
ravens.
one of them. Wait, I've got 3 guys now.
Yeah, there are 2. There are 2 prisoners, and then 1 guy with an arrow in his knee.
You're
I'll
counting
take
him?
the wounded guy. I'll put the 2 healthy guys into the the stockades. Or whatever.
I think we do need the wounded guy to maybe
I'll-
cross-identify. Yeah.
Alright. Lucky him. I'll take one of the other guys.
Okay.
The least fit-looking guy, the weakest of the ones.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, you
Shoot some
probably
down, makes them run on the spot.
you won't be able to beat any of them in an arm wrestle, but I guess you have
I've got
Stenhilda.
Stenhilda with me. Yeah. Please, when do you think I brought her? I don't want to walk alone with this guy.
Let me roll a quick. I guess best place for ravens would be, I guess, more urban zones. Give me to roll a quick tracking and then potentially shoot for a
Honestly,
raven.
you can find ravens anywhere, really. Like,
Nice.
I
she
reckon
said
I'll
she
need like
needs-
3 or 4 of them, and I need the feathers as the priority. Like I need good
Damn it.
feathers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hunting I'm going around town like a fucking madman with a bow, hunting ravens.
Okay, let's see. A raven is Does anyone else want to do anything right now before I start looking into raven hunting?
I'm good.
So
Yeah, I'm solid.
There was a -1 on size, maybe -2.
Let me check.
They are big birds.
Mm.
They're probably the biggest birds in Europe, honestly.
Biggest corvids.
Yeah, but I mean, what other birds? Might be an eagle that's bigger. I don't even know if that's the
Golden eagle would be.
Yeah.
-3.
Specifically need raven.
I'd say -3, about 2 feet across. So yeah,
For size, range. If you want to throw some ranges out, I get as close as I can. Like if they're urbanized, you can probably get quite close. But they are very intelligent. They probably know what somebody's aiming something at them.
I mean, honestly, the real question is how many arrows it takes you to get 4 ravens. There's a lot of ravens around.
Okay.
So yeah, -3 for size, and then we'll say you shoot them while they're on the rooftops, because they're just chilling up there, like 7
Walking
yards
around
off.
town shooting ravens. These are like, what the fuck is wrong with these Vikings?
-6 for each one.
Do I get aim and whatnot?
Yeah, you can aim.
And all out determined. So -6 to begin with, and then +1, and then +3, so -2. Okay.
And you can get an extra +1 if you do an all-out attack.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Is that the FP custom one?
No, just a normal all-out attack or determined attack.
Yeah. So it's -1 pretty much for each one of these rolls. All right.
Okay. That hits. You don't have to roll it. That one hits. And The arrow breaks. That one
Yeah,
misses. And you can't find the arrow because it goes high.
He'll find the arrow as soon as somebody reports in that he shot his horse.
Oh, my arrow's back. Thank you. Your horse got it.
That one hits, and you recover the arrow. That one hits, and you recover the arrow. So you've got what?
Fleming rolled a 1. Congratulations.
You got 3 arrows? I mean, 3 ravens, I think.
Probably one more. I will. Oh, I do. Okay, I made it.
That one hits, and the arrow breaks.
So 3 arrows gone.
And you got 4 ravens.
Have we recover
Now-
any arrows from the archers?
What, you just want to, like... Arrows from who?
The archers from the bandit camp.
I mean, probably, but... I don't know if you like, got extra
Yeah,
arrows
it's
beyond
right
the
now,
ones you
yeah.
were carrying.
I would have refilled what I shot, which was 2.
But more importantly,
yeah.
I need you to roll a dodge.
The ravens shoot back.
Oh, it's the pissed off peasants. I don't.
It's your own arrow coming back.
Oh, dodge. Okay. Let's check up. Oh, the shield makes all the difference.
Right. Nice. So you do manage to duck as a raven comes screeching down to try and scratch your eyes out. You are now
Oh,
hated
shit.
by all the ravens in town.
They're intelligent enough to fucking know. That's brilliant.
Yeah. So
And that won't come back to bite us in the ass.
Yes, it's fine. I'll stay out of the city from now on. I'm fine with that. The ravens have spoken. Odin has spoken.
And he's like, stop shooting my ravens, you fucking twat. You're like, no,
Yeah.
I will shoot more ravens.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make
Yeah.
you roll random dodges now while you're in town. Ravens.
This is why he
yes.
hates town.
Yeah.
And the ravens would be like, "Oh, it's that Norse motherfucker again. Well, get him out of here! Get him out of here!"
They're gonna come in like wedge formations, diving down.
His Stuka siren going off.
Yeah, the Stuka had to do the turn, you know.
And Evergrees
So,
will
yeah.
befriend the ravens with offerings.
He probably would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Ragnar going to turn up to Sue, hood up, 1,000 yards, hands to the 4 Odins, hands to the 4 ravens. Odin is angry with me.
Ragnar shows up to see if I've killed Odin.
4 times. Sim sends Ragnar out to catch some ravens, and he comes back. I killed God. I missed. Oh yeah, there's the raven.
yeah. Right. Like
Gosh,
she'd be very grateful, and then she'll pluck the feathers that are useful and start. Oh, she could probably use Stanhilda to help her make a cloak, because she needs a raven feathered cloak now. Because if we want a really sinister looking sorceress, we're gonna need a raven feathered cloak.
I just said it's for fashion.
Yeah.
Local raven population hates me, man. This is important information.
You know, magical fashion. How are the moles coming along?
Ragnar has already left. Well, left.
Yeah. So he's fucking running around with his shield in town because the ravens are diving for him.
They're not like trying to claw his eyes out. They're actively trying to shit on him.
Well, it's an all-out war now. Either they keep doing this or you kill every fucking raven.
Oh.
It's simple.
Yeah.
We just
We're
kill
going
all the
into town.
ravens.
Quick, shield wall.
Every time one attacks me, I'll kill one of them and just like pin it up randomly in town. They'll get the message eventually.
Roding's gonna come back to before the local forest is just burnt to the fucking ground. Total war, baby. Let's go.
I've restored my own account.
Don't let any of them get away, or every raven in a 10-mile radius will know of you.
I less. I should have hidden my face.
That's how we get the big bad. It's gonna be a raven with a really tragic backstory.
Next campaign, we play as a bunch of ravens in a town.
Our brethren are being picked off one by one.
And some Norsemen killed by bears.
It's a lanky archer, yeah. First session is finding out where he lives. Second session is shitting all over his half-made hut.
Oh.
Oh lord.
Did it work, Shaq? This is the main question.
Well, I rolled 3 18s, so I bet it did. No, I like at a difficulty 18, so just that's basically 100%.
Yeah, you really have to be careful with giving Civ your hair.
He didn't give me hair. He gave me like an entire lock of hair.
So wait, have you cursed fucking?
And in thanks for that generous donation, you're cursing me with peeing blood. That's just rude.
I think it might be a bit more than peeing blood, honestly.
That's even more rude.
We'll see. You're gonna actually take some damage on this one.
Oh no.
So how much FP? I might not want to use the entire human body to curse him, but definitely a bunch. He'll be begging for mercy before the end, and that'll be the point of it.
Oh god.
So hypothetically, just curious. This campaign has no set end, right?
Yeah. I mean, I have concepts. Like we'll have to go through the Great Heathen Army, and then we'll see what happens from there.
We'll have to meet you a Vite. We're gonna have to meet you a pagan along the way.
That's unlikely.
Yeah, that would ease a lot of tensions, though. Well, let's see how far he makes it.
I mean, Civ is currently working on converting the priests.
Yes, that's true, Geoffrey. Well, I've got an entire plot in mind. I'm going to marry him off to a rich, well, not a really rich woman. The idea being that it's a woman and he's a priest. He's going to love it, like fucking anyone would do. Like, he's a virgin. Like, come on. Presumably a virgin, I guess.
Yeah, Jeffrey's like, no, I'm not.
I suppose he could have, like,
it depends, because, like, it depends when he became a priest.
Honestly, Civ just assumes that he's been a priest his entire life because, like, as a vulva, that's kind of
how it works.
It is. Yeah, right. It's not really a choice. It's a calling.
You're putting a lot of faith in Joffrey here, buddy. He's been a priest for half a year before we captured him.
Oh boy, I'm ready to start my first day as a priest.
So he comes in.
Yeah.
Anyway, so fucking Nebrig Easel takes 1d damage. Or injury, rather.
1d? 1 damage.
That's like the minimum.
No, 1d.
One dice, he could potentially take 6.
It's 1d per FP, right?
No, god. It's 1d per, like, cost, right? You spent,
I mean, I sacrificed a human for it.
Sacrifice a human just to kiss.
She's extremely livid.
What? Who's livid?
I guess there's no
The
kill
Civ
like
is.
a Civ kill.
Yeah. So, like, it'll be 1d as a minimum for 4 mounts of FP. But I'd spend, with the sacrificing human, that's got to be more than 4 FP.
Are you trying to kill him?
We don't want to
No.
kill him.
No, but like,
Seriously hurt
let's
him.
be honest, 1d is going to be like 2 points of damage. No, I want him on his knees begging and pissing blood.
I mean, that's 2 points of damage.
Yeah, I'll go for 2d. Maybe just a touch of 3.
I mean, that could kill him. Most people.
It could. Well, no,
3
I mean, that might bring him to 0, but
the
not...
most damage 3D could do is 18, which would only bring him onto the brink of death. But that's a little severe.
Yes.
Because he'd have to go to negative
I'll say
20
2d
to
is like where I'm looking for.
You could also
Honestly, I'll go for a 3d. Let's
You could also do like an animal or something instead of just straight to human.
No. We'll do
Okay.
So 3d will be an average of 9 points of damage. Like, that's
All right.
God damn.
But you know where this road leads.
Well,
You have to be careful with this kind of stuff. Go
oh,
ahead
right.
and
Yeah.
roll your damage.
See, that's not too bad. That's 7 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's below average.
It's about akin to being struck in the chest with an arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be pissing blood.
Yeah. So, I suppose you have the text RP with the planning and whatnot.
Mhm.
And then if you go
Unfortunately, the Vikings are going to have to do this without Ebrigiesel because he is
Yeah.
ill and will be in bed.
he's
Yeah,
going to be shitting himself
I've
the
actually-
whole time.
If Stenhilda is up for it, Disaster and what's it called? Ebrigiesel. She would visit Ebrigiesel with a bodyguard because obviously
yes.
he's going to bring the bodyguard
Mhm.
at this point.
Because she's vindictive
wanna
and
do
she
a-
wants to see him suffering.
Well, one thing is she wants to
Nordbert-
see him suffer, and other is she's going to put down conditions.
Nordbert does not allow you to talk to the sick lord at any point. You are not allowed within 100 feet of him.
I'll first of all, range doesn't matter. I'll talk to Nordbird then.
Nordbert refuses to talk to the heathen, who he is 99% sure has cursed his lord, and implies that if you don't leave, he will have you arrested for heathen witchcraft.
Right. I mean, in that case, I'll have Stenhilda ask. I'll tell Nordbird because I can't communicate with him. But that was a consequence of actions, and the consequences will continue unless we work it out, and that's why I'm going to talk. But if he talks refused, then I've got two more people.
I imagine Nordbert will basically just be like, "The fuck you on about? What?
Oh gosh.
What is this terrorist demand shit?"
No, she wants to talk with Ebrigiesel.
I cast a heathen curse upon your lord, and now I just want to chat to him. I just want to have a friendly discussion. Norbert's like, fuck off.
I mean, it's either that
Demonstration
or
of force.
die.
But if you don't want to, that's perfectly fine.
I mean,
It's either that or die.
Edward Diesel has no say in the matter. He's in bed asleep. But Nordbert will refuse to interact in almost any capacity and
Yeah,
will tell you
there's-
to leave.
No way Norbert would let you in.
Right. Well, can he bring the message to Ebrigiesel?
Nordbert refuses to relay anything in case it's another curse. In fact, he's pretty
Yeah.
sure you're trying to curse him by
Yeah,
speaking
that's
to
fair.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Realistically, Nordbert would probably try and get you arrested right now. Like,
But Count Roding's out of town.
I mean, the law doesn't leave when Count Roding leaves.
Hmm.
Like, there's still.
I'm sure Ebrigiesel would have said something akin to like, don't pull the guards into us. We'll talk about this at some point, but wait
Yeah.
until we can talk. So he wouldn't be rushing off to alert the guards immediately, but he
Norbert
absolutely
would want to go alert the guards, but then Ebrigiesel would stop him.
But like he probably wouldn't let any of the Vikings anywhere. Like he would have gone and found like the nicest room he could,
Mhm.
and like the Vikings are not allowed in, like none of them.
Could I fire an arrow through the window with a note tied to it?
Norbert's
it's
like,
in Norse.
"Oh, they're trying to shoot you. We're getting the guards involved." Everybody's like, "Okay, well, they're trying to shoot me with an arrow."
With a note
Especially if,
tied to it.
yeah,
The note
notes
says, "Did
in
we hit you?"
Norse.
Oh.
No, it's in Norse. It's all runes and stuff, and so he looks at it and
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
a
more
curse.
witchcraft.
Another curse.
Oh, now we
Well,
have
well-
proof. We have proof.
Voland writes Frankish, I believe. Well, I'm just putting forward
He
ideas
does.
here to move this on.
No.
So
just-
Volan wouldn't be allowed in either.
Like just to get the dynamic straight, Nordbert legit thinks you're a bunch of heathens and would kill you on the spot if given the opportunity. Like
The answer is no. Okay. Well,
So
I'm
no.
going to go away. I can hear you if you need me, but
Yeah.
He's gonna go
Right.
pack some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this has been nice. but let's make sure that we don't kill each other. Even
That's going to be an
though-
average of 9 damage. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, after like a couple weeks, he'll
Yeah.
heal up. But we must be cautious. Let's see, anything else? I guess we can just end it there. Yeah. That's a decent
Decent enough
place
stop.
to end
Yeah.
things at Civ's the cursing of Ebergiesel.
I know I don't get to involve myself in the text RP because I'm ill. Damn it.
No, the text RP happens before
Yeah, Civ went out of
cursor.
town for approximately 6 hours.
She was
Well,
out all
I
day.
assumed,
6
I
hours of
assumed that
text
the
RP.
planning would be, like maybe in the following few days, not like we get back to town and immediately.
Okay,
sit
in
down.
that case, he won't be available.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
natural
also-
recovery? That's one
Stanhilder's
on a successful
plans-
health check. One HP. Okay.
If anything, what happened this session has just reinforced Stanhilder's idea of a plan. So,
What is Stenhilder's
Yes.
idea of a plan?
attack immediately before situations change.
Oh yeah, no, it worked very well.
Yeah, well, because last time we didn't attack immediately, and then we got bogged down in a rainy night, and then I had to attack during the day anyways.
We overthought our plan, pretty much.
Yeah, so from Stanhilder's point of view, the best solution to any question is to attack.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. What we
Shock
should have
and
done, what we should have done is just slept in, woke up and then done it at dawn after the alert level had gone
That's
down.
what we did.
Yeah, but we
Effectively,
kind of
yeah.
fucked ourselves in the sleep, but we also fucked them in the sleep. So yeah, the Vikings were tougher than them.
Yeah, Stanhilder enjoyed the fight. She got stuck in. Well, actually, hold on. Did she enjoy the fight?
She's a straight up fucking no. You fucking carry that shit. You were straight up the warrior. Like the queen from the first season of The Witcher,
Yeah.
the lioness. Walk into the fucking festival covered in blood. Yeah, some peasants need to sort it out. Sorry, I'm here.
I mean, it's her thing. There's a reason why she's been spending her whole life as a mercenary and not a seamstress. Even though she can do both, she's a lot better at one.
Yep. Yeah, she was rocking that battlefield.
And held of a donor of socks.